Well, you guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa, specifically out here in Lost Moor, where you have come seeking a way to raise sky islands. Once here, you've managed to open the puzzle box, and within you found a couple of stone tablets. Last week after the session, you guys worked and I believe managed to decode what you believe the tablets to say, but that was after the session.
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, Breezy looked at the tablets and then pretty much immediately passed out. Because she had 2 levels of exhaustion. So I think Zalfiora even carried her to bed, which was really nice of her. Yeah.
So that's where we're going to pick up in the presence of the puzzle box. So you guys could have gotten a long rest. I know that Breezy is currently unconscious. What would the rest of you be doing this afternoon before going to bed?
Well, Jamil has been working on his blacksmithing, which I already rolled for. I did
Yes, sir.
yesterday. So that's where he's going to be, though, is hanging out at Smith.
Okay. What are you working on as a smith today?
Probably things like nails and basics, you know?
Okay. Awesome. So you take the thin rod, you put it over the anvil, you clip it, you taper it down, flip over the head, call it good. Repeat that. They say you're supposed to repeat that 10,000 times before you're good at making a nail.
That's what he's basically doing.
Okay. Cool. Your arms will be sore at the end of the day, but that's to be expected. What would
Lumia?
Good. What would Lumia
Yeah,
be
sorry.
doing?
Lumia this day is the day that she had she was coming down from the coffee. So she would have.
Okay.
I think this is the day.
Yes.
Have we haven't solved the cipher yet, have we?
I would say that you would be solving it overnight.
That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, no, Lumia would have this time she probably would have kind of spent most of the time by herself in different areas of the town, and most likely stayed in kind of shaded areas, cast the dancing darkness to kind of stop
Enhance it.
the bright light, yeah, to enhance the darkness around her, and just rested in the afternoon.
Awesome. Cool. What would Merlot be doing today?
So I only got through all but the last 20 minutes of the last session, but I suspect that means that I will probably still just kind of be enjoying and hanging around that 95 out of 100 liquor cabinet.
Awesome. Very cool. Chelmo, what are you doing today for the rest of the afternoon?
Let's say that Tomo is doing some introspection after that weird dream that he had. So he's wandering the town, finds a nice spot next to the little trickling river that goes through, spot with a nice breeze, and just tries to get some meditation in.
Awesome. And Leslie Deus.
I think he said he was being muted for a bit.
He's going to be muted for a bit? That's
Hello?
perfectly fine.
There-
There he is.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
you're working, yeah.
Yeah, I had to unplug and plug in my microphone and reset some stuff. But I'll probably just be keeping to myself. He's still shaken up after the whole time reset thing. He's just gonna keep to himself, thinking about the dream he had, and scrolling through his notes.
Awesome. Deus, as you are scrolling through your notes, you feel a surge rise up your spine to the back of your neck.
Is this similar to the one that I
is.
felt before the time reset?
Yeah. Are you going to fight it, or would you like to embrace it?
I will fight this one.
Okay, you're going to fight this one. I need you to roll a charisma check. I'm sorry, spellcasting modifier. You're a wizard, so it'd be intelligence. Go ahead.
So just a straight intelligence check or saving throw.
Intelligence. We can do a saving throw. Yeah, let's do the saving throw. It's cooler with saving throw.
That's a natural 20 plus 8.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
beautiful.
because of the rules of our session 0, as you are currently reading, you look around, and time has stopped. The candles are not flickering. The sun is not moving. The leaves which had been rustling have stopped. There is no sound around you. You see a crumb currently falling from Dr. Doji's hand onto the floor, but it doesn't move. The liquid in Merlot's cup does not flow.
I will start, once I recognize it, I'll look around to see if anyone else notices this, but I'll see that no one does. I'll then start taking notes, scribbling things down out of everything I see, the time, the exact location, where I am, just everything that I can about this place as I'm walking around and observing all of this.
Okay.
I'll go, once I have like a lot of stuff written down, I'll go towards
Can I
I
get
don't
an
want to mess with
Arcana check,
anyone.
please?
Yes.
Before we go any further.
18.
With an 18, you have a total of 24 seconds.
24 seconds to do. Okay. Okay. I will actually, because time has stopped, I want to experiment.
Sure.
I will cast Misty Step using my Mark of Human Passage
You teleport.
just to try to teleport 30 feet, just like straight forward,
Yes. You
to see if I
30
will
feet.
teleport or if I'll get sucked into some other plane.
No, you've teleported 30 feet forward.
Okay. I'll write that down. Reality itself seems to be normal apart from the temporal distortion. Then I will. You said there was the water fountain in the town, in the center of town.
Yes.
I will go up to that and attempt to interact with the water, just like
Okay.
stick my hand in it to see
As
if that
your
will cause
hand
ripples or anything.
touches the water begins flowing and time restores.
Okay. I'll write this down.
Merlot,
And I think I know what's
Chomo,
happened.
Merlot, you are in the room. Jimmerly is not in the room. Breezy's unconscious. And Lumi's not in the room. So, Merlot, Deuce has disappeared. Just gone. With his books. They are also missing.
I think I would just kind of look around and then look back at my cup and set it down and just kind of assume that I've been drinking too much.
Brilliant. I love it.
Valid. Okay.
I mean, you
So-
have been drinking for a day and a half.
Deuce, your fingers are wet.
I'll just watch as the water drips from my hand, shake it off, and then I'll go back to my book, start writing things down. I'm still at the fountain though. I'm just so into my notes, and I think at this point, Deus thinks he knows what has gone on. At something, he has like an inkling of what may have happened.
Okay. You would see him appear next to the fountain, Luminostra.
Oh, out of nowhere.
Just, he's there with his hand in the water, just suddenly.
She kind of squints, looking towards his direction. She doesn't think he has noticed her. She's behind her, kind of the shade that she made.
Okay.
She will. She's got a bit of a headache at the moment. She just kind of notes it that he appeared out of nowhere, and then she kind of just notes it and doesn't really do anything about it. She just kind of ponders on what had just happened.
Very well. Cool. Now, as you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, is there anything else you would like to do before we go ahead and go to sleep tonight?
I am good personally.
Okay. Breezy's already asleep. Jimmerly's good after having worked at the blacksmith all day. Deuce has done
Me, me,
notes,
me.
and I assume you eventually come back. Did you just anime snore?
Yes. Me, 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 me.
Me, 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 me.
Me, me. I can't do it like her. It's not anime. That's Looney Tunes. Snoring.
To be perfectly honest, I need to record my cat the next time he snores because he snores with that noise. It's hilarious.
That sounds like good content to me.
Oh man. Deuce, is there anything you would do before evening other than sit at the fountain and take notes?
Once I realize I've been just like at this fountain for like hours just scribbling,
Mhm.
I'll head back for the night.
Okay. Awesome.
But still like
you-
quiet, and I don't want to share exactly what just happened.
Sure. Merlot, anything you'd like
I
to
think
do?
as soon as I realized that Deuce wasn't there when he thought he was, and I put that
Sure.
down, I would have just kind of laid down and gone to sleep.
Cool. All right. And lastly, Tomo.
Yeah, Tomo heads back to Doji's to sleep.
All right. Lumi, you, I assume, go back as well?
She does. Eventually,
Okay.
she does. She will
Cool.
wander in, say hi to everybody, but just kind of straight find somewhere where she can rest and go to sleep.
Awesome. Then you guys can go ahead and get a long rest. Go ahead and hit the long rest button. And I'm going to roll 1d6. Number 2. Deuce.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are going to dream tonight. And
Oh
boy! As you dream, Deuce, you're going to see yourself somewhere else. A desert city. Dry. Your lips are parched. It's harsh. You look around and you see bodies littered all around. As you stride forward, your body is pulled past a couple of adobe buildings and then towards a place where a bridge crosses a river. As the bridge passes underneath your feet, you feel the stone steps. You move forward and up into a temple. The face on the door is that of a beautiful woman with long fangs. You enter the foyer, bodies strewn everywhere, gore littered across the walls and floor. Things fall from the ceiling. You look, they're intestines. The next room is littered with barricades and even more bodies. Parts strewn with chains up against the walls. You come to another room. This one is filled with feathers and gore. Burnt smell, char fills the air. Your nostrils are choking with it. You pass quickly from this room into a room ringed with blood. The pools on either side bubble and burble, and standing at the far end of the room, you see a figure. The figure is dressed in red and black. Deuce, I'm going to show you, and only you, what you see. That is what you see at the end of the room.
Okay.
She stands there, draws her hood upwards to look at you, and with a smirk, she exposes the fact that the right side of her face has fangs. As she begins to charge forward, your dream ends and you are returned back to Lostmoor, and you wake up in the morning. Long rest complete.
Deus will sit up, more perplexed about this dream rather than concerned or afraid in relation to the previous one he had. And he's just going to sit there and contemplate. He's not going to write anything down for this one.
Sure. Breezy, as you awaken, you know how to read the tablets. Something about pie.
Oh well, yeah. Breezy sits up and she dashes over to the tablets and she starts scribbling some notes down, just to double check her work. And yeah, it only takes her. Okay, it took me about an hour. It's gonna take her because she is much smarter than I am. Maybe about 10 minutes to crack it. Yeah, she's just scribbling down, checking her work. She's writing out multiple boxes and filling them in with letters and just checking to see what kind of cipher it is.
For the record, the
yeah.
next code will be harder.
No, as long as the cipher doesn't involve math, because at that point it's just I'm not gonna be able to do it.
There
Like,
will
if
be a
there's-
different type of thing going on.
if there is a math encryption to this, then I couldn't crack it. I guess we can get Jordan to do it. He knows how to do math.
I got you too.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's not like we
oh,
have some pretty big math.
Oh, are you a math person too?
I was a math and physics major and wrote my
Oh,
thesis
thank
in
you.
that
Thank Christ. Okay.
in
least we have
large number
someone.
theory. So
Okay. We got like when I was like math was fun for me until I got to calculus, and then after that I just had no idea what the fuck was going on anymore. So, but yeah, she's working on it, and she just presumably like Lumi is like pointing things out and helping her too, and she just says, "I think I got it." Oh wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Everybody come over here. Salfiora.
Salfiora is going to wake up and come over.
Yeah,
As
Breezy
Breezy's waking up.
Yeah, Breezy crumples up a piece of paper and throws it at Zalfiora's head to wake her up.
Dink.
Dink.
Dalfiora, I just noticed
I'll get
something.
it
She has
She
a
has a
scar.
scar, yeah, on her
Yeah.
on her face, yeah. You couldn't see it unless the it's zoomed in, but yeah, I noticed that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Breezy's basically like pounding on the table, like like excitedly, just waiting for everyone to
You pound
slowly
on the
wake
table,
up,
and Doshi
drink-
wakes
yeah.
up. Who am I gonna kill?
Yeah, she's just like she's excited, she's like basically like vibrating in her chair, like just waiting for everyone to slowly wake up and walk over to the table.
all the
Hurry up.
adults.
Hurry up,
Just
hurry
I'll
up.
go over.
Hurry up.
I'll go over wiping off my glasses or just like adjusting the broken glasses that I have.
Okay.
I'm like, oh yeah.
She looks at everyone else like one, just at her face at a time, and then
I
she
have to
beams and
ask
she
before
just
we do this, did anyone
Uh-huh.
not wake up?
Jim Rolly's still snoring.
Jim Rowley's still snoring. Understood.
yeah, he's dumb. It's okay.
He's not a numbers guy unless it's a damage number.
Yeah, pretty much.
For the record, for anyone who's
Damage
watching,
number.
those two players have played together for like 2 years, and they're perfectly fine insulting each other.
Okay, Jimroli does have a negative int modifier, so
Yes.
he is dumb.
Yeah.
That is an accurate assessment. Yes.
Yeah.
Merlot's is negative as well, so I would have waken up but pretended like I didn't as soon as I saw they were doing work.
Uh-huh. Valid.
I was like, not my area of expertise there, but just tuck myself back in.
All right.
Yeah, but she looks, everyone in the face and beaming, and she just says, "I know what it says."
Well, what does it say?
Tell me how smart I am.
That's what it says?
No, she's telling whoever said that to tell her how smart she is for figuring it out.
You're very smart.
Lomi giggles at that.
There's no need to try to compliment yourself, but very well. You're very smart for having figured it out.
No, her face is basically like shiny. It's like a flashlight. She's beaming so hard. She's oh yeah, she absolutely likes being praised. She takes a moment to bask in that, and then she says, "All right, it says, no, hold on. To raise the land, it is necessary to collect at least 3 bounding stones. These are natural crystals that can be found in the depths of Toivoa or throughout the plains. Natural ones must be fashioned to be perfectly polyhedral in shape. Once collected, they must be placed beneath the ground that must be raised. After preparations have been completed, perform the ritual of rising from the center of the surface. Incanting the words found upon the tablet of Aslan will cause the ground within the bounding stones to rise into the sky and a control crystal to form in the center, allowing the movement of the landmass in 3 dimensions." Lumi helped.
You did most of the work, Prissy. I only pointed out a few things.
See, it was actually pretty easy to crack because look, right here, she points at the one M by itself where it says A. There's only 2 words in the English language that are 1 letter long. This had to be either an A or an I. So actually, once you do, I applied a shift cipher, and the only one that worked was A.
Very good.
Indeed.
Well, what do we do now? Doji
Well-
has sat down with a little bit of a sigh. Well, that solves it. Now we have the bad news.
Bad news. What is the bad news?
Well, first, we would need to find this tablet of Aslan or bounding shards.
There's a third problem.
What would that be?
What is the ritual of rising that must be incant on top of the tablets?
Well, that would be the words found on the tablet of Aslan.
Is that so? Okay.
That's what it says, according to your translation.
Yes, that's correct. She looks again at the document. She's like, "Yeah, you're right." Anybody, Zal, Doji, have you heard of Azalan?
Ooh, roll an insight check, please.
I will.
I was gonna ask the same thing if Deus knew, but I'll let
Roll.
this
go.
go first.
You guys can roll insight checks.
Well, I was wondering if Deus knew,
Oh, if
like,
Davis knew,
like through like a
you can roll
history
history
or
check, sure.
religion.
Let's roll your history
History,
check.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
He
I
does
got a
not
12.
know. No.
Okay.
With an
I
insight
rolled
check
an
of an
18.
18, Zalfriora has heard the name before. And she's a
Lumi.
little scared.
Is there a reason why you two seem apprehensive about this name?
Doji looks over. Who's apprehensive? I'm apprehensive because the bounding shards have to be collected, and, well, I only know of one in the area. We managed to do a locate object on a bounding shard long ago. There's only one intact beneath Lostmore. And it's several miles away. Apparently during the impact, when the Sky Island fell, most of them were destroyed, either before or after.
How-
If they happened before, that would account for why the island fell. But there's one nearby. I can provide you
How
with a map.
about how about the control crystal? Does anyone know what it is? If it still remains?
I'm unaware of any control crystals. You would need to ask in town and see if any of the people here would know of anything such as that.
What else haven't you not told us? You knew about the bounding shard already.
I know what it feels like to have your skin burned off in hell.
Fair.
I didn't
Lumi
think that
nods.
You wanted to know everything I know.
And
I
not
know
everything.
how to make a mean peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You ensure that
Well-
you get at least a 1/16 of an inch of peanut butter and 2/16 of jelly. And then you make sure that when you eat it, you pinch the bread together so it does not flow out the sides. Is that the type of thing you'd like to know?
No, it is not.
Oh,
The type of thing I'd like to know is what else do you two know about this subject? And she points at the tablets and she points at Azalan and the word Azalan and so on. Is there anything else that we need to know? Or that we
Oh.
should know?
things I know about this, the box, and the tablets themselves. The tablets, well, they were inscribed long ago by one of the sky people who, well, frankly, we don't exactly relish finding out that we have it. A man by the name of Hasheth.
Oh, we
Ancient.
heard that name before, yeah.
Ancient man, quite evil. He was once imprisoned for an exceedingly long amount of time, although we're not exactly sure by whom. He apparently eventually escaped due to an accident caused by nearby villagers. The village has been wiped from existence, and these are just rumors that we've heard from various inscriptions telling about the horrors that he imposed upon people. He recruited several followers, and during his return, wreaked havoc across the lands. He managed to find the information to raise the Sky Island, but to our knowledge, was unable to actually achieve that goal. Apparently he was destroyed by several individuals, heroes, you might even say. They consisted of a Fae, a Shadar Kai assassin, an orcish man, a half-elf bard with beautiful white hair that flowed down her back, and she sang the most subtle of tones, according to the legends, that is. And there was also a changeling. Not so much is known of the changeling person, but they were said to have multiple personalities and go by the name of Cass. I'll put that name in chat for you guys.
Oh, thank you. Not the first time I hear that name, me to tell ya.
The sixth hero was a gnome of quite significant power. He's apparently still alive, at least according to legend. They say that he exists in the central wall and is a capitalist pig there who manages a shop that will sell anything to anyone as long as he's got it in stock. I don't personally believe such a rumor. For someone as a gnome to live this long would be unnatural. it's more likely that should this knick-knack exist, he is a homunculus, a construct, or some other form of magically enhanced being. The original knick-knack must surely be dead.
So the name is Knick-Knack, yeah?
Yes, and I will spell that out because it's not spelled like you expect.
Thank you.
Okay, so Eric, in Toivoa, is does the knick-knack paddywhack rhyme exist, or is that like? Because I know isn't
I will allow
paddywhack like
you
a
to say it up to you.
well, because
Yes,
isn't
I
there
would
like
say
a really powerful demon
Yes.
or something like that?
yeah. Are you
I've
going
already
to
summoned-
repeat the rhyme?
I've already summoned like one. Well, you know, might as well do it in all the campaigns I'm in, right?
Right.
I just don't want to derail the campaign by summoning some.
That's like a Beetlejuice situation, but it's
Yeah,
knick-knack.
basically, yeah.
The thing is that Mike knows, but Breezy doesn't.
Yeah, Breezy doesn't. So she would only say that if there was like a cultural context of, you know,
there
knick-knack,
absolutely
paddywhack.
is. Yeah.
Like, you know, it's a fun rhyme. Like, children say this rhyme all the time without, you know, actually summoning Bloody Mary, you know?
Right.
Knick-Knack.
Yeah, so she's just gonna be like, knick-knack, like paddywhack? Like that kind of thing?
Doji, not Zafriora, looks at you terrified. Don't repeat that name. He looks at the sky.
What, knick-knack?
The other one. The other one's horror. When I was in hell, I saw it. Larger than a mountain. Eyes of flame. Talons that could tear apart entire cities. And don't speak the name. Don't speak the name. Don't speak the name.
Lumi breaks the silence and goes, "Okay, right. Finally, well, at least we have the tablet. The tablets are deciphered. We know what they say.
Yes. But as far as more information, the bounding shards. We knew that the bounding shards existed. We didn't know how to accomplish them. But the people here in Lost Moor are familiar with them. They say that they reside currently south of the village, at least one of them, down along the river path, near the bottom. You'll find a cave, and according to the people, beyond the cave, a shaft that leads into the old city. The city below Lost Moor. No one's been there for centuries, and it's forbidden to go there. Simply not as a law, but more as a cautionary thing. It's too dangerous to go.
It's understood. And do either of you know the name of the city? I assume it wasn't Lost Moor.
Zalfrior smiles. Yes, I know.
Could you share it?
She ponders for a moment. I need you to go ahead and roll a persuasion check. Because she's not going to do
Sure.
this right off.
I understand. It's fine. 22.
22, damn. She's very easily convinced at this point, and she will tell
Look.
you that the name of the city is Hakru.
Thank you. Allow me to kind of try to try to convince her to say it. It's just like we just want to understand. So if we decide to go in, we really ought to try to understand as much history of the place as possible, so we know what to expect.
Of course,
And that's why that's it.
you must understand that this is knowledge that is difficult for me to share because I've kept it secret for so long.
Zhao,
And Doji has not heard the name.
Zhao, I understand. you have a lot of connection to this place, and you don't have to tell us everything. Only when you're ready.
I think I'm ready now.
She nods.
The city of Akaru, the island of Akaru, was inhabited by my ancestors. Long ago it fell during the Great War, besieged and attacked by terrible forces. A specific dragon challenged the island and tore out the bounding shards. The dragon's name was Vagrodan. It rended the shards from the island, causing the island to crash down to the surface. My ancestors survived. After burrowing their way back to the surface, because the mountain had collapsed upon the city, they founded Lostmore. The people who live here above are all that remain of the survivors and their descendants. I'm looking to raise the city back into the sky, to restore it to its original glory, and to gain access to the knowledge and ancient artifacts that lie beneath. Many of them are buried and crushed, and won't be accessible for years, even if we do raise the city. But my hope is that being able to raise the island into the sky will allow for a new realm of peace, a new era where we can form negotiations between the various countries and stop the needless war between Shu and Corlin, and perhaps even between Corlin and the other countries. Perhaps we can bring them to heel and negotiate with the Lady of Shadows. After all, we need to have some sort of position of power against such a woman.
You see the cities as a deterrent for peace.
I see it as a deterrent for war.
I mean, that's what I meant to say.
an agent
As a
for
deterrent for
peace.
war. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She nods at that. Looks around the room with everybody's expression.
Jamili's still asleep.
My goal is to establish a way to transport people to and from the island. Teleportation circle that is open to people so that we can treat it as a neutral haven for diplomacy.
Oh. There's a lot of work ahead of us then.
Indeed. But I believe
Assume-
that I've gathered 6 people who are capable of the task.
Could Deus attempt to make an insight check to see if there's more to this? He has a
Of
slight
course.
belief that there's some diplomacy, but he's wondering if there might be more that she's not sharing.
Absolutely.
I'm not good at these, but you never know. 16.
With a 16, there's a little more, and you're free to inquire if you choose to.
Deus will then speak up. Besides this diplomacy you speak of, what else could you possibly need these ancient artifacts and objects for? What could they allow you or anyone who controls them to be capable of?
Be blunt. Most of what I'm looking for is my family's history, a connection to the past. But also, I would like to have a peaceful place to exist. I've been affected by war, and there are rumors, even now, that there are people seeking the body of Emeria Rosie, The ancient good dragon. A contact of mine from a nearby city has told me that a group of adventurers left there looking for a way to reincarnate the dragon. Should they succeed, Emery Rosie will need allies in order to vanquish evil in Toivoa. And I look to ally with them.
I see. When they reincarnate, I'm assuming they mean the traditional magical sense. Yes?
I'm unsure. I'm not sure what the process would be, but my contact in the Weeping City said that the adventurers seemed most determined, and he has foreseen that they will cause no end of problems before achieving their goal potentially. One of the
Ain't
things
that
he
the
had-
truth?
Indeed, yeah.
One of the things he foresaw was the resurrection of Vagradan, which we know to have been a fact.
I'm sure that was nobody's fault.
No, nobody plays in the Feywatch.
Yeah. Well, no, exactly. It was his fault. I just want to point out, Shu is having an extremely bad year, and it's a healthy portion of it is because of the fellowship. But a lot of groups are just Shu is just really not having a good time. Like if
So
I was,
many innocent people
they have an
dying.
empress. Yeah, they have an empress, right? Like the empress of Shu must be having like a really bad time.
She's
She's having
constantly in
very
like board
bad-
meetings. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do now?
More like she's killing her advisors because they're not doing a good job.
Yeah.
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 So, those are my goals. And
Very well.
I've been keeping one other thing from you. I'm of Draconic heritage.
You don't. Oh, actually, no, Jamroy's still asleep. I can't be sarcastic.
Damn, Joe.
Sometimes it be like that.
Ancestry of who? What?
Many eons ago, my ancestors, among them was a dragon. So I'm
Yes.
looking for a way to collect that birthright. And I'd like to see if there's a way to unlock that within.
Well, I mean, it's not unheard of for people to have various bloodlines like that, especially when you have really long-lived beings that can shapeshift like dragons. But if you're looking for an inheritance, I think you might be out of luck because, well, I mean, that dragon probably also has lots of other offspring. You might have a lot of cousins running around. Some of them might not even be elves. They could be like orcs or or humans or all sorts of stuff that might have a claim, the same claim that you do.
That's possible.
Though to be fair,
Unlikely, but possible.
yeah. But anyways, well, right. What should we do now? Should we try to find the bounding stones, or should we try to? Well, would she know what a bounding is that like a common mineral or not common, but like a thing that is known about?
Roll your history check.
Like you can mine for bounding stones.
Eric,
Yes, sir.
first a question for Juice. Juice, did you share the information about the dragon at the entrance? I immersed the benefactor. Did you share those names with us?
The dragon skull at the entrance?
Yeah, that's correct.
I don't think you did.
No, I did not. I was just
Okay.
looking into that in relation to the dream because Deus was having a panic attack, essentially.
Yeah, that's fine. I remember you did some investigations at the entrance, but you never shared the name of the dragon with the group. That's fine. Yeah, no worries. Lumi looks at Zalfrior and yeah, and
So,
we figured that you had an uncommon lineage.
as far as the bounding stones for Breezy, bounding stones are a specific form of crystal. You've heard of small shards of them being found. They even have one in Malbury, where they have been experimenting on it and been able to cause things to levitate. Just small things. But
Mm-hmm.
all they have is a shard the size of your pinky nail. So, Breezy, yes, you're familiar with them. They are a naturally occurring mineral. There are theories as to how they are formed, specifically that they are infusions of magic into crystalline form, and when theoretically, according to this tablet, shaped into a specific shape, they could levitate a sky island, which makes sense based off of the experiments performed at Malbury.
Yeah. So, well, it doesn't say anything about the size of the crystals on the tablet.
It does not know, and it doesn't say which polyhedral either. There may be different uses for different shapes. So I think it is specifically important for us to go and look at this intact bounding stone to see what it looks like.
That would
Well,
be my
yeah, Breezy.
recommendation.
Yeah, Breezy looks up at Zalfior. Well, yeah, I know where one bounding stone is. There's one actually in my home village. It's not very big. She holds up her pinky, and and puts her nail where at the last joint. So it's about that big.
I think that what we're looking for is significantly more powerful than that. And Doji goes, likely so. However, I'm not sure how large one would be. He looked at Zalfriora and back at Breezy. You said you had a shard of one.
I don't have one. It's in my village.
Oh.
Yeah,
Perhaps the journey's in order then.
We play games with it. Like we throw stuff to see if it bounces off. We charge it up and then see how far we can shoot things up into the sky with it. It's really fun.
I assume you did that in the academy, right?
No, there's no academy in my village. There's a couple wizards or some
Oh, all right.
magic,
Okay.
but it's yeah, it's not a very big shard. Because there's a lot of mines in the area, and someone found it while they were mining for mithril. And we just play around with it.
It's understood.
Joji's
my father
sitting there with his mouth open. A play with a bounding shard.
Mm-hmm.
The
the miner sold it to my father for 5 gold pieces.
Well,
I love the fact that you're leading into this so hard. It's so good. Doji's like sitting there just blinking. We have one available.
I mean, it's probably not big enough to raise a sky island, but maybe we could use it to find other bounding shards.
So
we need to. If we had it, we could do experiments with it. That's for sure. He also says
to the village then.
Well, we do have one shard here in Lostmore.
Beneath Lostmore, yes.
Beneath.
In Akru.
Indeed.
How hard is it to get down there?
No one's been down the river in quite some time. The people here in Lostmore are content with the fishing and gardening and life they have here. Frankly, no offense, Alfriora, the people here have stagnated. They're not growing, and their culture is dying. Without expansion or revivification of their society through the raising of the Sky Island, these people will eventually die out.
They
Because of
lost
that.
something.
They lost the inspiration to live. You cannot escape this area easily, and they do not wish to go and tempt the fate of whatever might lie beneath in Akru. After all,
And
there are rumors of various creatures who once lived on the Sky Island that still may be submerged there, buried by the crush. Also, there's even rumors that there might be fragments of Vagrodan that have been buried beneath during the assault. Whatever corruption such an evil entity has inflicted upon the entirety of the island, who can tell? Akru is no doubt dangerous at best, lethal at worst. Going down there will be dangerous, not only because the passage has collapsed in several places, but because of the various dangers that lie between here and there. Once you arrive in Akru, you would need to find the Bounding Shard. We do not know where it is. What we can do is I am willing to provide you with scrolls of locate
Scrolls?
object.
we would need that, yes.
It will take me
I
a
would
day
like
to
to search.
describe them.
Do you have ink?
I do.
Breezy looks like she's about to ask him for some, but then she realizes that'd be kind of rude.
Well-
Is there a place I could buy some ink in town? Because I have actually a bunch of stuff I want to transcribe, but I can't. I ran out.
Well, the local papersmith, Mahir Vatsal. Mahir Vatsal. Sorry, I have to copy and paste
Mia
this.
Vatzel.
Mahir Vatsal has magical inks. I have a little to spare, but I was going to go and get supplies. And yes, she is located in that small building way tucked up in the corner.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Breezy had noticed that building when she walked in, but she didn't want to ask anything because she thought whoever lived there must be really cool because they have like they're all by themselves.
And they have it's almost like a wizard tower.
It is. That's exactly what she was thinking. Though I guess the actual climb up there must be kind of annoying. Like if you want to go down to get some water, that'd be real pain in the butt to get back up, unless you can fly. But yeah, Breezy just nods. I mean, it seems like that the going down to. I'm sorry. What was the name of it? Akalam?
The
Akru.
name of the city, Akru.
Akaram? Or I'm sorry.
Akru.
What's it called? Akru.
Yes.
Damalam. Going down.
No, we're not going to
Damalam.
do that.
Going down
These
to
names, guys. There's a reason for these names.
mm,
You mess
Going
one of them
down-
up, and the whole chain falls apart.
so the funny thing is when other characters do it, it's because they genuinely don't remember. When
Right.
Breezy does it, it's because she likes misnaming things. But Breezy she says, "Well, going down to Akru seems to be the best thing to do right now, and then after that we can go to my village." I mean, I don't
Right.
think the one over there is very big, but it's their leads.
Indeed. We should absolutely have an excursion down there. I'm not great in combat. Despite my appearance, I'm kind of useless. Zalfriora, she's best served here. So we would ask you to go and do the research, and we could reward you, of course, in any way that you'd like.
Did when he was using magic, did he use a spell book?
He did. Let me double check. Because it's been a while since I checked out Dr. Doji's character class. I believe he does use a spell book. Double check real quick. By the way, speaking of misnaming things, have you watched Stargate Atlantis?
Of course.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it reminds me of the first season where they're naming everything.
Cool.
Because I was really planning on like eventually someday when Breezy does something like really dumb with a skill roll,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out the line. Oh, I had to invent a new type of math just to do this, or something like that.
No, he does not use a spell book.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay.
No.
Oh, too bad.
It's sorcerer. maybe.
She was gonna she was gonna forego payment if he let her look at his spell book.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, she looks at the other. Well, I think we should wake up Jim Maroli and Merlot. Or well, Merlot is awake, but not paying attention.
Doji's
If
gonna
we're
look
gonna
over. I'm probably a bad choice for that.
I can wake him up. Yeah, Breezy just goes over to Jim. Jim Maroli, wake up! She's just gonna start shaking him. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
He snores and he's like, what do you want? I'm sleeping.
We have decisions to make.
He kind of opens his eyes a little bit, looks around, and goes, "Then make 'em. I'm sleeping."
We're deciding on whether or not we should go into mortal danger or not. You don't want to have a say in that?
I've lived in Shu for a long time as a man.
Well, yeah. You didn't
That
have a
is
choice. You didn't have
That
a
is
choice
mortal
before.
danger.
Well, it is, but you didn't have a choice before, and now you do. Do you want to use it?
He kind of sits up a little bit and rubs his eyes like, guess I'll listen at least.
There you go. That's the spirit, she says as she gives him like a little gentle punch on the shoulder.
He kind of glares at you a little bit and is like silent, getting up. He's only up to like your hip, but he kind of looks up at you and you can just tell like he has that like absolute morning grumpy face.
Do you want some coffee?
Yeah, yes I do. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Breezy will go start fixing a cup of coffee while everyone else brings everyone else up to date, up to
Speed.
speed. There we
speed,
go.
that's
That's the
right.
word I was. Man, age comes for us all. Jeez.
Thanks a lot. I'm like the oldest one of all of you.
Well, yeah.
I say as like one of the younger people here. What kind of dangers do you think we're gonna face down in trying to get to Akru?
Oh,
She says as she's making the coffee.
well,
Like
things that
demons.
I know. Oh, perhaps once you get there, who knows exactly what happened during the assault. But on the way, I can tell you a little bit. What I know is that the ravine is full of giant vultures. They could view any weakness as a motivation to attack. They're lined with them. They dive into the waters and collect fish. Whenever one rises to the surface, they fight each other and generally are territorial. But if you don't get too close, they shouldn't bother you. Unless, of course, you get injured. Now, in the waters, the villagers stay here and ensure that the area directly around Lost Moor remains fairly safe. Further down the river, there is rumored to be very dangerous monsters in the waters. If I were a dangerous monster, I'd hide in the water. He thinks about that for a moment. Perhaps I should take a bath.
Maybe I could freeze the entire
Lumi giggles at that.
freeze the water.
Perhaps.
Yeah. All right. So she looks at the others and just say, "Do you guys want to try to get to Akru?"
Let's go.
Well, if we're to encounter dangers along the way, is there anywhere we can purchase magic items, maybe potions, before we go?
Well, I'm sure that there's a couple of places here in town who could provide you with some salves and supplies. I myself am limited in what I can do. You see, I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a doctor of philosophy.
We will have to most likely find ways to trade and exchange services for whatever we decide to pick up.
Indeed. But you have our recommendation, and as long as you are in town, you will be treated kindly by the locals.
Understood. So, what shall we do now then?
Oh, I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. There's a lot of things I need to do prepare before we leave. The spells I have prepared, like, none of them are any good for adventure, and I was planning on doing some more studying. But hold on, so I need to go up to visit this Mr. Mihir or Mrs. Mihir.
Mrs. Vatsal, Mahia Vatsal, yes. I will
Yeah,
go
them.
with you, Lit Breezy.
Yeah, and with all that, excited on at the prospect of visiting some sort of lost city again, double lost city, if you will. She's going to zoom on out and head towards that tower up on the hill.
Okay? Awesome. So, as you make your way up to the tower, you head on out. Is anyone going with Breezy?
I will be going with Breezy. Anybody else wants to come?
Someone's gonna look for the magic item shop.
Okay.
I'll go with Breezy and Lumi as well.
Yeah.
For
All the
record,
nerds, come on.
there's not going to be a magic item shop because, frankly, what would people have to do with a magic item shop? But you can go browsing for people who might have magic items.
Sure.
Okay. So just jumping through the hoops because this isn't exactly a metropolis. It's a very small place that doesn't.
I understand
have lots.
completely.
Yeah.
Judith needs to start making like franchises.
That's when she was in Faerun. When I used to do the Faerun campaign setting, she actually had her shop move around. But
Yeah, fair enough.
that's not a
Please
thing now.
continue. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain Judith would. She can't do that because she would crash the economy of any places not large metropolitan areas.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and cover the people going up to the little tower to start. So, as you guys climb up there, it takes a little while. It's not easy getting there, as there is no trail. I need you guys to roll athletics checks to climb up there.
Uh-oh.
Do I need?
Good luck, nerds.
I love that the bugbear is the one saying good luck, nerds.
And
Luminosity does not have to because she can
I will just fly.
How tall is the
I will
tower
be
again?
thoughtful though. I will be behind everybody, so I
Oh,
won't
that's kind.
be flying forward.
Yeah.
She's trying to be nice to people.
The tower itself, from where you can see it from here, looks like it's a good 60 feet tall. So it's a good 200, 300 foot climb.
Okay.
So Breezy's having a really hard time.
Athletics. This is not going to be good.
No, it's not. Which is going to be fun.
It's natural 20.
Okay,
Minus 1 up.
so
Hey, nice.
Merlot and Deuce are easily going to make it up the climb. Our friend Luminostra can just fly.
It's
However,
like seeing Breezy struggle. She's like, Breezy, shall I help you with this?
What? Why isn't there a path?
And she looks around. I know, and it's like she looks at the boys like really power driving their way up the hill and going, yeah, this is amazing. It's really great. Please walk up. And she's like, God damn it. So rude.
all right, Tomo, you've been granted inspiration for the Revenge of the Nerds reference.
Nerds.
So, Tomo,
Only worst
you have,
issue, Breezy,
you have
on your
inspiration from the Twitch chat
Oh, nice. Thank you.
for the Revenge of the Nerds reference.
Great movie.
First one was horrible, the second one was worse, but yes. As you guys try to go up the sheer climb, Breezy falls behind. Do the three of you go without her?
Oh no, I'm helping her.
Okay.
I'll stay back and help
So,
her.
with advantage, Breezy, can I get you to re-roll your athletics check?
So yeah, Lumi is just like floating behind Breezy, putting her hands on her back and just like
Yeah, yeah.
pushing. Yeah.
I thought we established Lumi helping is disadvantage, but
wait. It's a good point. That's when we climb. This is not. I mean, I don't know.
This is
Yeah.
exactly climbing. That's exactly
Yeah.
what you guys are doing.
Anyway, I digress. I'm giving a.
Okay, so Breezy, you after your first effort trying to climb, you skinned your knee, but you're able to keep going.
Wow, that's a lot steeper than it looks.
Lumi looks back down the sheer drop and she's like, "Yep, it really is." I forget how hard it can be for her. For the brown Dorellas, he says.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
I sure didn't. I'm at the blacksmith.
Those used to be fighting words back in the day.
I know, yeah.
Literally. Yeah, Breezy just says, thanks, Lumi. Whew.
It's
Ooh-wee.
welcome.
Whew,
Let's
man.
take your breath. Just wait a bit, and she kind of look around for the other two.
There's like a 3-second pause where she, catches her breath, and then she immediately starts running towards the magic shop. Yeah, energy of youth, man.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
Luminostra looks for the other people, you turn around and Breezy's already halfway to the tower.
Yeah, she was pooped. She took a nap. She woke up. She's already going. Yeah.
She
Now,
laughs.
who drank and
Lumi
who did not
giggles
drink
at that.
coffee this morning?
Sorry, say
I
that again.
didn't.
Who did not drink coffee?
Deus
did
did
not.
not.
Okay. Has Deus been drinking coffee in the past?
He has, but not this morning.
Not this morning. Great. Go ahead and grant yourself a level of exhaustion until you drink coffee. All right.
Yeah, Lumi already had that day without coffee, so
Yep. We know exactly how that feels, right, guys?
yeah.
Which is why I haven't drank any caffeine in a year. All right. So as you guys approach the tower, the door does not have a actual door. It's simply a doorway as you approach it. Tall and angular. You can see inside there's a candle flickering.
Good morning. As Breezy probably runs through the door.
Breezy?
Nah. Yeah.
You run through the door?
I
or
don't
how
know.
do you want to do
No,
this?
she doesn't run through the door. That'd be rude. Because does this look like a shop or like somebody's house? Like,
It looks like an old watchtower that has been repurposed into a living space.
Oh, yeah, there's no sign inviting commerce is
No.
basically like, yeah, okay. So she is going to politely knock then, because that'd be rude otherwise.
You hear a
Hello?
whistle from within, and you hear the click-clack of nails coming across a stone surface. Hello?
Howdy.
And a figure bends down and looks out the door at you, and it's blue hair just covering the face. All you can see through the blue hair is a bright blue eye. Hello. Can I help you? You're not from
So
here.
when you say blue, is it like blue hair like growing from her face, or hair on top of her head growing down over her
It's hard
face?
to tell. You guys have seen
Uh,
the girl from Ringu, where the hair drapes over the face
Yeah.
and you can't see the face
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much like that. Just
Okay,
bright
so-
blue.
Okay. Breezy just nods and says, "Hiya," or "Howdy." Me and my friends are passing through, and we're going on a journey to Akru, and we needed to prepare. And I heard you had magic inks. There's a lot of spells I need to start getting ready for.
You and your friends? These
My friends.
these three? The four of you are going to go to Akru? Really?
Well, it's just the three of us. Well, the three of us here. We have other friends down in the town doing other stuff. I think Jim Maroli's like beating iron or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
Lumi,
Because I
Lumi
can
kinda-
count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hmm?
There's 4 of you, aren't there?
oh,
Or do you
That
not count
is, that's
yourself when you
correct.
start counting?
Well, there's also Jimmy and oh my God, hold on. And Tomo. Sorry, jeez. there's Jimmy and Tomo, but they're down in town doing other stuff. So there's 6 of us.
3 plus 2 equals 6. I see. New math, apparently.
What? No.
I-
Breezy's confused. Like what?
she,
Uh,
it's like
You said there's the 3 of us.
Oh, did I
She
say
sees
that?
4.
You did, yeah.
Oh, I did.
He
I'm
sees
sorry. I meant
4.
4 of us. I'm sorry, 4 of us.
There's 2 below. So she's confused because of what you said.
I 3 friends plus 2 friends plus
Right.
Breezy is 6.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yes, so her math is 6. Your math is 5 companions, which is why there's a disconnect here. And it's hilarious.
indeed.
Breezy just cocks her head and looks at this me here. Well, anyways, I'm here to. I heard you had magic ink, and maybe some other stuff.
I have inks. Yes, absolutely.
Would you be willing to trade for it?
With such a cute little girl and a fairy. I haven't seen a fairy. I haven't seen a fairy in way too long. No deals. I make no deals with fairies. Am I understood?
Lumi nods and say, "Of course, there will be no deals between us. There will be no fate deals between us."
Oh, there.
No
Yeah, I was about
deals
to
at
say,
all.
because wouldn't that be making a deal to not have deals?
She looks at you. You're a shrewd little one, aren't you? Young, naive, but shrewd nonetheless. Street
That-
smarts, you've got 'em, don't you?
No, she doesn't. Street
But-
smarts is
But what
not
would
what
she
she
say?
has.
What would she say?
Oh, she's she likes being told she's smart. So
Uh-huh.
when she starts beaming. She looks over at the others just to be like, see, like Everyone knows it. Everyone-
God damn.
Uh,
I know this
yeah,
person.
yeah, she absolutely loves being told how smart she is. It's
Lumi, further to calm this woman's worries, she says, I'm not like my brethren. I prefer, if I were to make any deals, that they should be fair deals.
Right.
But if you decide not to do any, it is fine. I would never impose. I would
Chance
never.
came back and determined that was a lie.
Yeah. You want
Well,
eats? You'll have to come inside. Are you okay with coming inside my little hovel? Not many are.
yeah.
She draws back a little bit, allowing you access should you choose to enter.
Oh yeah, breezy strolls on in.
As you stroll
Stranger
in, you can see that her robes go straight down, covering her figure. All that you see is the blue robes that have starry designs over them. Very old, but cared for.
mm-hmm.
Come in. Come in.
Dils, Mello? No, Dils and it was Mello. You're here with
Yes.
us as well, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Shall we?
Oh yeah, I'm walking in.
Deus will enter last, kind of like just keeping an eye on her.
Lumi,
Been
if
a
you're
long
entering
time
last,
since I had men in my bed chambers. Come in, boys.
Deus will be like, yeah, and enter the building.
yeah.
The last one that came in was that cute Dr. Doji. He hasn't been here in quite some time, though. Most of the time, they just come and stay at the door. Come in, come in. And she shifts
Well-
her hair so it shows the side of her face. The side of her face is feathered. Please roll a history check, the four of you, because you can all see
Yeah.
this.
Well, I'm guessing an Aarakocra.
Oops. Nope. Lumi didn't see it.
Okay? Well, she saw it, doesn't recognize what she is.
Yeah, no, she does.
Okay, so the other three of you would recognize her as being a harpy.
Oh, a harpy.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. Lumi, she says, well, you're in luck. Dr. Doji's back in town. He came in with us.
She looks over. He's forgotten about me. Anything that we had at one time is long gone ever since he's changed. It's okay.
No,
It's okay.
I'm sorry if it brings any bad memories.
Just
Either
let
way.
it go. Just let it go.
She does.
Now,
Looks around the room.
come. You needed inks. I have some. Derived from the soot of mushrooms. And she's going to guide you guys to a small desk. And beyond the desk, you see that there is a secret, quote-unquote, door. It's very obvious where it is because the discoloration on this door outlines it. But it, at one time, would have been a secret door.
Mm-hmm.
It's nicely carved out of the stone. And you can see where her hand has pressed on the handle thousands of times. She opens it, and inside there is a chamber that is dimly lit by hundreds of small oil lamps. Over each oil lamp, there's a small spoon-shaped appendage that's collecting the soot from the oil. She goes in and begins scraping these little spoon-like shapes to collect the soot, and she puts it into a small dish. And she will bring that out. Closing it back up, she goes, I have to do that every 2 hours. But you don't need that. What you need are these. And she goes under the desk, full on under the desk. And she pulls out a wooden box. The wooden box clatters a little bit as it comes out. Here. And she brings up a small brick. The brick is about the thickness of your thumb, about 2 inches wide and 4 inches long. It's inscribed with various claw marks. Can you guys understand Lauren?
What?
Nope.
Lauren.
Oren.
Lauren.
A.
Oren.
Yeah, Oren.
Ah, Oren. Oren.
No, I only know Common, Draconic, Elvish, Halfling, Infernal, and Primordial.
Okay.
Only.
Then you will not understand what's written on these various black bricks.
Yeah, it's.
But
Do you know Primordial?
Yes.
Does anybody know Primordial though?
Oh, Breezy does. Breezy knows Primordial, yeah.
Okay.
so the symbols would look familiar, but the dialect is strange to you.
Yeah. What does that say?
The
Okay,
dates.
do I want to do this?
Many dates, category numbers, collections,
it's
batches.
Yeah, Breezy looks at the symbols, trying to see if there's patterns. Oh, they're creation dates and things like that.
Yes.
It's
And
an inventory
blessings.
system.
And blessings. Kind
Okay.
words for people who use them. After all,
Oh.
I put my time into them. And when people use them for their own purposes, it's important that my time be invested in their art.
Well, that's a very poetic way of looking at it.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you have to trade?
Breezy actually opens her mouth and then closes it. You got. Oh, that's right. You guys don't take gold, right?
No, not really. Gold doesn't really help here. The only person who uses gold are the jewel crafter and the blacksmith when they're making pretty things. I don't have a use for pretty things. Not metal ones, anyway. She looks a little hungrily at Breezy and Luminostra and Deuce and Merlot.
She's obviously.
Yeah, Breezy's not paying attention because she's already digging
Of
around
course.
in her bag. Yeah, because she's oblivious to danger. So she's rolling around. She pulls out the. Well, this is all shiny and metal, but I guess it's a different kind of shiny metal. It's the diadem crown she got from the cave.
Ooh, okay.
It's worth 250 gold. She puts that down on the table, and then she also pulls out the general history of Toivoa from the shoe perspective book that she had.
Ooh, there we go. Awesome. She looks at those two things lustfully. What do you want for them?
Well, I need as much ink as you're willing to part, because I'm probably going to use it all up. I have a lot of spells I need to transcribe.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll give you their value in ink. And she will take out a number of ink bricks that would equal the value of the items that you're trading.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not that much.
What is the value of
book
the book?
itself, the book to her is worth 100 gold.
Nice.
So 350 gold worth of ink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 7 levels of spell inscribed.
Yeah.
Now here's the fun part. Do you have an ink stone?
No.
Okay.
No.
She will sell you an ink stone for 1 silver piece.
Oh, okay.
Let
me mark
For
that
those
off.
who don't know, the way that these inks work is they are soot encased in a wax, and when you take them, you place them on a rough stone, and you polish the ink into the stone with water, and it dissolves into an ink that is then usable.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just
It's
like
really
the
cool.
old
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
link
It's how
a thing in
you.
Discord later for you guys.
It's how you transport like a decent amount of ink.
Lumi,
Yeah, in a solid form. Okay, so you said 350. Okay, hold on. Let me put that in my sheet
Lumi
and
will
take off the book. 'Cause she
stay.
already read it.
I require some as well, but I'm not sure we'll have anything. Do you need any help? I could help you with the extraction for a time period
She looks at you.
in exchange for
350
some inks.
ink.
Don't trust people to do that with me. Nope. It's mine. It's mine. No.
I understand. I won't push any further on that. Do you have any? Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just inquiring. Do you have any spell scrolls? Do you have any things that you're willing?
No,
You don't.
don't cast spells. Well, I have some that people have traded, but I keep them. What are you looking for?
Do you have anything like identify?
Identify.
Yeah.
Have that one? Yes. I just don't have any pearls for the wizards to learn from. You might find a pearl down in the river, but they'd be at the bottom. And I don't swim.
Okay. I understand. Would you be willing to part with that scroll?
Yes. Yes. And she will climb up onto her desk and reach up onto the top shelf there and pull out a scroll. Identify. This lets you know things that other people don't know. I understand why the youth want to know things here.
Okay. What can
would
I
you
offer
trade
her?
for it?
Let me think.
Gentlemen, is there anything you need?
No, just came along for the ride.
She
Days.
smiles. I can give you a ride.
Days has kind of been. She went under the table to get that quote unquote oil substance to rub on her. Is it still out? Like, can we see the bottle
ink-
or whatever it's kept in?
The ink bricks?
No, the oil. She said she has to do it. She has to do it every 2 hours.
Oh, yes. The oil that she goes and fills the little oil lamps with, yeah, that's currently under the desk.
Sorry, I misheard that. Then disregard.
Yeah.
I am also in need of some ink for my personal collections.
Anything for such a handsome man.
That is, Deus is just gonna let that fly by him. He's just.
She
Maybe you
flutters
should get
her
him
long
bearded too.
one lash at you. Her blue eyes at one point would have been enchanting, but over the eons, she's lost her magic.
Eons? Do harpies live that long?
This one does.
Deus will pull out. What do I got? He's gonna pull out the box of Kyu food that he has all the way back from the Goblin Cave,
Okay.
and he'll set it down on the table.
She looks at it. You can have it. And she slides the entire box of inks to you.
Oh God.
All of it?
Yeah.
What did
can
you give
have-
her?
You can have
The empty box of
1,000 gold.
Kyu.
You can have the 1,000 gold of inks.
It was the box that we found in the Goblin Cave that had the
Yeah.
like that cosmetic, that quote unquote cosmetic item that allows you to start smoking,
Uh-huh.
and it was that
You
it?
get
Was
the,
that
you get
all?
the distinct impression she values this more than the book that Breezy gave her and the diadem by nearly triple.
Yeah, okay, wow.
I will collect the ink slowly. You said it's 1,000 gold of ink?
Yep.
Jesus.
It weighs
Um,
20 pounds.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's a lot of ink.
It
Uh-huh.
is.
Okay.
Lumi was
Um,
she wanted some as well. Lumi,
well,
like while that's happening, she's like, her mouth is just like, oh, uh, um, and she forgets what she was gonna say to the
The
lady.
harpy's currently not touching, but more like feeling the aura around the box.
Oh, the okay, yeah, I remember that box. Okay.
All right. Is there anything else you need from here? As she's currently engrossed in this box.
Yeah, I have nothing I can trade
Sure.
for the scroll.
With your passive insights, she currently has disadvantage on perception checks. If you are going to try to steal something from her shop, her house, I should say, now's the time.
Lumi would never do that.
Is there any temptation to steal things from this very old, eccentric, ink-making harpy?
Wrong character
she-
to steal things.
would she detect me casting a spell? Or would she have
Possibly.
disadvantage on that?
She'd have disadvantage on it.
I'll try it. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic in the building.
You're going to cast Detect Magic in the building, okay? So, you're going to cast Detect Magic in the building. Awesome. So, I need to go ahead and roll a perception check to see this, because there are verbal and somatic components. Can I get your sleight of hand check, please?
Yes. Sleight of hand.
Did you beat a 3? Sorry, 1.
Yeah.
Gotta beat a 1. No problem.
Okay. I think I could do that.
All right. So with a 1, you're able to cast Detect Magic. She herself is a magical creature. She's not a summoned being, but she definitely has an aura of magic about her. Her robe is magical. She has a magical necklace on that is an enchantment necklace. The robe itself is a transmutation robe. She has a ring of abjuration on her left hand. The ink that is in the chamber behind the stone door. I know you're not supposed to be able to detect behind the stone door, but we're doing it anyway. The ink behind the stone door is magical. The ink that you have in the crate is also magical. The box that you have handed to her, the box of Kyofu, is definitely magical, but not in a school of magic. It is simply latent magic.
Makes sense.
Okay. But that's everything I can see in the building.
At the moment, I'm trying to think of anything else that would be in that building. In that building right now, there would be the scrolls on the shelf. She's got 4 more of them. And she would have a magic item upstairs that is very confusing.
Okay. And then the magic that's on her physical being is
Right.
just like
Personal magic
it's
item.
there, but it's just like The herself is like
herself, right.
it's magic, but kind of worn
She's infused
out.
with magic. Right, it's kind of worn out. It's old. It's like watching a classic car drive down the street. You know, it's pretty.
Okay.
You can see that at one time it was stylish and everything, but it doesn't have air conditioning. It's not got a great suspension. It's a classic for a reason. And she's a classic creature that probably is not in her prime. Not by several
But I'm not
100 years.
I'm not detecting any sort of form of like curse on her, am I?
No curse.
Okay.
She is who she
Then
is.
Then she's just old. Sorry, but she's just old.
Yeah, but we can say that. No disrespect to old harpies in a tower hidden in a secret city or anything. But, yeah, she's just old.
Okay.
Very magical, but very old.
Okay. I'll relay.
I will go ahead and relay this to you. At one time, her magical power would have been near impossible for you, as a wizard, to have resisted her charms. And you can sense that the remnants of that potency being there, but she can't even access it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like looking at a dam that doesn't have a lake behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'll relay the information about the scrolls to everyone, kind of like in a hush whisper tone, as well as the one scroll behind the wall that confused me.
Well, yeah, she said she had them. She just doesn't want to trade them.
But why keep one separate from all the rest?
I don't know. She's probably something she got back in her glory days.
It wasn't a scroll, was it, or was it an item? Scroll.
It was just a magic signature that was confusing, I think is what Eric said.
Right,
I don't know.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
I wait until she eventually gains her senses and look at us again, before I interact with her.
She looks up at you. Yes, fairy?
Oh, I don't really have anything on my person that I could trade for the scroll, but is there perhaps anything from town that you would like me to go and get for you, or something that will interest you and that you would trade for it?
For the scroll of identify, take it.
Yeah, that's
I
correct.
have what I want.
She said,
she's
"Well, thank you very
she's
much."
been bought. Okay.
She takes the scroll.
Yeah. She wants that box of Kyofu. Bad.
Okay. I don't have anything else that I need, but I'll ask her after it was the necklace was enchantment, correct?
Yes.
I'll just ask. I'm not looking to get anything from her, but I'll ask. Do you know of anyone in this town, or perhaps yourself, that could add enchantments onto objects?
She looks up at you, and while the box is between you and her, she steps forward, her robe going over the box, and you hear the box slide behind her as a clawed foot puts it behind her, and she steps forward into your personal space, her face rising up against your chest to where her blue hair is only an inch away from yours. Her bright blue eye looks at yours. I can enchant things still. What are you thinking about? You can smell her breath. It's like vanilla. You kind of, at one point, might have wanted her, but her charms have been lost.
Dish is gonna lean back, just gonna go, whoa, okay. Could you enchant an object with the ability of flight?
No. Can't do that anymore. Sorry.
I see. It is not a
Enchant
problem.
other things. And she leans in, following your lean back. And how far will you lean back, Deuce?
I'll lean back to almost the point where I fall, and I like catch myself on. I'll take a step back to catch myself.
I feel
Okay.
almost tempted to lean him forward.
She's going to
I
take that
was,
extra
though.
step to follow in, and she's going to lean until you're doing the back bend. And strangely, she's not touching you. Like, from the side, her body is now arched over yours.
Oh God. That is not necessary.
I'm
Just
sorry. And
merely.
she retreats back into herself, and it's just been so long. No one ever talks to me about enchantments anymore. They think I'm old
Would you
and useless. All I do is inks. That's all I want now. It's been
Would it
too
be
long.
it is something that you'd be interested in teaching?
She looks at you and smiles, and as she smiles, it's the kindest smile that you've ever seen. And she looks at you, Luminostra. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Does your enchanting bring all the boys to the yard?
Yeah, she specializes.
It used
in
to.
Somewhere
milkshakes.
down below in the village, we hear him
Yeah.
shivering.
And
I couldn't help
what's
myself.
what sort of charge?
With an insight check, you have a harpy who's used to be powerful enchanter and could charm
Yeah.
people, living in a guard tower. This is one of the original defenders of Akru. What she did was she would stay in the top of the tower and enchant people who were flying into the flying city and cause them to crash into the ground dwellers' layers down below. She is a defensive creature for the city that no longer has a purpose. And generally, you have been granted inspiration for catching the music phrasing.
And man, you know, sometimes things get brought to the yard. Okay.
Indeed.
So that's what she is she's a magical creature who is a defender of the city, but she no longer has a purpose being a defender, and so has found a hobby that allows her to eat by trading inks to the villagers.
Understood. Yeah, Lumi would be interested to learn how to enchant things, but
Yeah.
should
She
trying
would
to-
take a long time to try to teach you how to enchant things, but she will give you a collection of beads and feathers and small claws as part of the pile that she's giving to Deuce for the box.
Oh.
So,
beads.
Deuce, you gain a enchanter's kit that is intended for Luminostra.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I'll just
Enchant
hand
this
it to her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because she really wants this box of Kyofu. Now, out of character, I'm going to tell you that should you accept this trade, that box will not be available to you for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, it is interesting. Things with latent powers in them. They could be restored.
So, do you accept the trade, getting inks to be able to scribe your spells into spell books, make scrolls, the enchanter's kit, all of this stuff, the scroll of identify, all of this for that one box.
The low price of a box.
Of one empty
Low
box.
price of a box.
She's obsessed with this box. And it is. Ugh. I'll lean over real quick before the
Sure.
deal is finally accepted. And I'll
No
point
deals,
to that back
trades.
door. And I will say to her, is there anything behind that door that could possibly help us as well? Any magical items you might be sheltering?
She looks at you. One. And she's going to go in there. She sighs, looking out the door at the box. And will bring out a torch. And
Torch?
your detect magic detects that the torch itself is magical.
Oh, it's is it a never burning torch?
It's an ever-burning torch.
Oh, Breezy just shakes her head. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure I can make that pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll look over like, I'm quite disappointed actually.
Oh.
She shrugs and will go put it back. And she takes the box of Kyofu with her. Leaving the crate of inks, the scroll of identify, and the enchanter's kit at your feet.
Yes, I will put the inks in on myself. I'll give Lumi the enchanter's kit and the scroll of
Thank you.
identify. She has that. And I think that's it. And then Breezy has her stuff.
Yeah, I just have my 350 gold worth of ink.
You silly wizards and all of your ink.
Indeed.
Yeah. That's the vast majority of my money has been spent on inks. Well, to be fair, I didn't spend any money on this, but yeah.
Dude, of course, just for research. I don't have a problem with it.
You know, the funny thing is, she's gonna go back to Doji's, and she's probably gonna burn through it all in the few minutes.
Lumi,
Yeah, I guess I get to scroll. I get to show off her how fast she can scribe spells.
Merlot, yes, the unidentifiable magic item is upstairs.
Okay, that wasn't the torch.
That was not the torch. The torch was inside the oil lamp room, the soot collection room.
Oh, okay.
I linked a video for how ancient inks are made in Discord for you guys to view later. It's pretty cool. Awesome. So,
Yep.
anything else you guys want to do here with Mahir Vetzal?
no.
I'm
No,
good to head
no
out.
need to.
Pretty good.
Yeah, Breezy. If everyone else is done, like Breezy will start heading towards the door, and you know she'll wait. She'll get to the door and she'll stop and she'll turn back and wave it at Mahir, and she'll just say, "Bye, Miss Vitzal. Have a nice day." And then she's just gonna walk out the door. Probably fall down the cliff.
The woman is currently looking at the box of Kyofu and is waving at you absentmindedly. Have a nice day. Don't trip on the way out.
Yep.
Yeah. See you next fall. Yeah.
So the cliff
If-
is very steep, and I'm going to ask for athletics checks to climb down. The DC for this is a 14.
I
and
really
it is a
want to fail.
300-foot cliff.
If this is her house, can we see like into the upper window?
Crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. Is there a way to see up to the second floor, like a window?
I'm sorry. See up where?
So if this is her house,
Yes,
can
sir.
we see into the second window?
Into the second window? Yeah, you can see up into the second window.
Like the second floor?
you guys can climb up there.
okay.
Sure.
So then when we step out, because Deus told us, correct, that he about that item?
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. One
Okay.
moment.
Then as,
Because Breezy just fell down the cliff.
You did, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not a sheer cliff. It's a slope.
Right.
So she is
Sure.
rolling down that slope.
Right. So you're going to take half the falling damage.
Rolling.
So it's
Yeah.
only going to be
300
10d6 damage.
10d6. That'll kill her, man. I'm pretty sure.
You'll suffer
she
31
only has-
points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the bottom.
Uh,
Are you
Wait,
alive?
did I update my hit points? I forget. Did I?
Oh, I didn't
You-
update my hit points fully
Hold on.
either.
Let me
I gotta roll mine.
let me double check that. I don't think I did.
Good shout.
6, 7. No, I didn't roll my hit die. So I'm sorry. How much damage was it?
31 total?
31. Oh shit. That's close. You know what? I'm just gonna say she has 1 hit point left. It's pretty close.
Okay.
Because I actually haven't rolled my hit die, and I don't want to do that right now.
Aww.
Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to roll 1d6.
Reroll that
2,
deuce.
3.
We reroll
Yeah, you can
ones.
reroll one.
And then so I got the 5, and then I re-rolled my lowest because we're doing the heroic
Yeah,
hit
plus-
point values.
Yes, sir.
Plus 2.
So her lowest is
An extra 5. I didn't add.
her lowest is I wrote it down. So she wrote Breezy's plus 5.
Yeah.
Five.
In the rolled HP, you just put the dice number. It will add the con
Yep.
in there.
Just the hit dice, no con. So okay, I gotta roll. I'm gonna do the 1 re-roll I get per level,
Sure.
and that's I am trying to beat a 4 with this.
Uh-huh.
On d6. Oh,
Nice.
so that also goes up 1. So she has 6 plus 7 plus 6. Okay, so 10, 22. I'm sorry, I can't do math. Even simple math. 12, 19. She has 29 hit points.
Oh, no.
So no,
Breezy's
Lumia-
unconscious at the bottom.
Lumia, she flies screaming.
Oh wait, no, I forgot. Wait, no, I forgot to factor in my con.
Okay.
You just
She has 30 hit points.
Yeah.
She's unconscious at the bottom by 1.
Lumia, Lumia will get.
Hold on
to
a
the
second.
bottom.
You had 28 hit points, and then you rolled your new level hit points as 5. Re-rolled the previous one, gained 1. You have a con
yeah,
out
I feel
of
like
1.
you should get 34.
It automatically will
have
give you
4
some
hit points.
HP.
You should have 7 more hit points than you did last level, so you should be at 35 max.
Well, I wasn't at the 28 is what it set me at level 5 automatically.
Yeah,
That's
it-
not
Oh,
what
okay, so you already have the
fails.
con from that, so
Yeah.
you should have 34
Yeah.
like her lowest.
I believe so. Her hit dice without con is 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5, and then she has a plus 1
If you just-
modifier, so that's another
If you
5.
added if you just put the hit dice without con, it will calculate it all for you on the app.
In the rolled
The
HP.
app already takes into consideration con, so you just put your
Well, yeah. So I have
raw
to,
hit dice.
Yeah,
your
hold
raw
on.
hit-
Manage character levels. Manage HP. Her rolled HP is 10, 22, 29. She has 29 HP without con.
Without con.
So actually, no, she has 34 hit points. There we
You're
go.
fine. You're 3 hit points.
You're up.
Ow!
Well, it's not fine, but
Yeah, yeah,
conscious.
yeah. She is sitting at the bottom of the hill, like her eyes are swirly signs and there's stars above her head.
Tweety birds.
Lumia will.
Jim really watched Breezy fall down the hill while he was.
Oh, yeah, it was-
practicing.
So did
And
everyone
he
in the
didn't-
village.
Yeah, he stopped for a moment, like when he was hammering on the anvil, looked at her, kind of chortled, and went right back to blacksmithing, like watching her do it, and he's like, eh.
Yeah, it's very much a ow, oh, ow, like kind of thing.
Lumia
Like,
will get to
Echoing
the
against
bottom.
the the cliff walls of Lost War.
Isn't
Lumi
that
will
the
go to the
cheese
ball.
rolling? Isn't that what that's called?
Yeah, basically, yeah. You know, just bouncing down the hill. Yeah.
That happens over in the UK, right? Cheese rolling.
Oh yeah, there's that
It
one
does, yeah.
town where they do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
get
is,
dangerous.
Ely
People
event.
like get seriously injured.
They do, yeah.
I want some cheese.
They love cheese over there. Let me tell you.
I love cheese too.
All right.
5,
So-
5, 6.
As the other people will look in the second story window, can I get perception checks?
Yeah, of course.
I can try.
Awesome.
Oh, this is disadvantage. I forgot about that.
And use his perception check.
Yeah, sorry. What is the keybind for disadvantage again? It's not.
Just hold down shift for
Alt.
control.
Control, I think.
Control. I think.
Oh, there we go.
It's,
Thank you. It
control.
wasn't working before.
Self-control.
So an 8.
Awesome. Okay, so Deuce can't see in the second story window, but Luminostra and Merlot go ahead and be snoopy people and are going to look in the second story window. As you do so,
Okay.
inside there is a bed. And it is a round bed, and in the bed there is an egg. And the egg is currently pulsating with rainbow light.
Cool. I'm going to use my blessing of MKL to teleport into that room.
Oh my.
Okay?
Lumi just
And then
Eat
the
the
egg, I guess I'm assuming what was set off by the detect magic.
Yes?
Okay, so then I'm just gonna pick it up and then I will teleport right back to where we are.
Okay, before you do,
is this a harpy egg?
you're going to need to make a saving throw here. And
my.
the saving throw is a con save of a DC 20
Okay.
Oh, good lord.
as the prismatic wall that is wrapped around it fires.
Okay. Cool.
Hell portal.
That is bad.
Oops.
Yeah,
All right.
that's bad.
So let's go ahead and for the fun of it, because you're the one who decided to touch it, I need you to roll 1d7.
Hmm.
All right.
Oh, hopefully it's not the petrify one.
Yeah, hopefully.
Number 5. Merlot, you are going to suffer. Come on, roll.
37.
37 points of cold damage.
With
And
0 days.
your hands touch it and are repelled by the prismatic wall that's currently encasing this egg.
Okay.
Lumi's just like, what are you
Um,
doing? We're like, what are you doing?
Then can I use my mage hand to pick it up?
The egg weighs more than 5 pounds, so no.
Okay.
Are you
The egg is a
steal
good.
the egg?
The egg is a good, 1.5 tall by about 1 foot in diameter.
How,
It's a large
Any-
egg.
it's a large
Okay.
egg. Yeah.
Then I'm going to use my lay on hands to give myself health back.
Sure.
Deus
And
is going.
then-
Oh, real quick.
Go
Deus
ahead.
is going to teleport up to the windowsill with Misty Step,
Okay.
and he can see Merlot in there, and he can see the prismatic wall. Correct?
Around the egg, yes.
I'm gonna try to dispel magic on that spell.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're level 3 now. Yeah, or you can cast level 3 spells. Yeah.
Can I just say one thing though? It's like Lumi, she shakes her head at you two. She turns around and flies towards Breezy to help her.
Okay. The violet layer of the prismatic wall is dispelled.
Oh,
Ow.
I'm just like, drive it. We have to get the fuck out of here.
Can I get
Alright.
you guys' stealth checks, please? As I'm going to roll her perception check from down below. Da-da.
Oh, that's supposed to be
Got a
disadvantage.
14.
Let's roll again.
Deuce, you're too loud. Merlot's
Okay.
quiet.
You, oof.
And
The
Deuce, do you leave or did you
I will
stay?
jump down,
Uh-huh.
but I will purposely spill my bag open and have ink everywhere.
As they clatter all over the place, you have formed
Yes.
a distraction, which will give Merlot at least one more round. Roll 1d4. How many rounds is Merlot going to get?
1d4.
3
oh,
rounds.
sorry, that was you. My bad.
Just one.
Just the 1 round. You got 1 round from Deuce's distraction, Merlot.
Cool. I'm going to cast. These are saving throws, right? So I can cast Bless on myself.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll do that, and then let's see. Let's go.
All right. So you reach in and you grab a hold of the egg.
Okay, and then I teleport back down to as far down the hill already as I can go.
All right. As you teleport down the hill, you teleport 30 feet down the hill. I need your athletics check. Got to be to 14. As you have stolen the egg from a harpy. All right. You hold your footing and you're able to descend without shattering the egg. All right. So, you now have the egg.
what,
Okay.
what are you guys gonna do with a happy egg?
Deuce,
I have no.
you
I have no
the
idea.
distraction. Mahir comes out and is going to help you clean up the inks.
As she's helping me, I'll be, thank you so much. I did not heed your warning about tripping on the exit. My apologies.
Of course, it's normal for men like you, handsome men, to trip over themselves around me.
Right. But I must be going.
As your wingmen are all gone at the moment.
I was like, they already started down the hill by the time I had fallen, so I must catch up to them.
Very well. All right. So, Merlot, you have the egg of Mahir Vetzal. It's not like she's
Okay.
going to miss it or anything, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't
I think
know.
we'll have a bit of time because she's like enthralled with her new box.
Right.
Until she goes to put the egg in the box.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, I don't think. I think the egg is way bigger than that box was.
The egg is bigger than the box.
Oh, okay.
But where are we going? What are we doing? As at the bottom of the hill, you see Breezy currently with like 1 hit point.
Lumi,
Go walk down
when
and
Lumi arrives at
pick
the
her up.
bottom of the hill, by the way, she will cast Healing Word on you, Breezy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll just press the button.
Deus will start going down the hill at this point.
You get max 6.
Okay. Deuce, can I get your athletics check, please?
Yes. Oh, yeah, disadvantage because of exhaustion. I'm probably gonna fall. I fell.
Coming down the hill.
Juice.
Deuce,
I
would
fell
you
onto
grab
my
from
inks
Merlot
again
on
at
the
the
way
bottom.
down the hill?
Oh my.
Do I pass him or
Yeah,
do I
you're going
bump
to
into
pass
him?
him. Would you grab for him
Okay.
on the way down the hill?
3 hit points and then
Okay.
6. I'm at 9.
I'll just
Yes?
tuck and roll.
You're just going to take a roll? Awesome. So you will suffer 28 bludgeoning damage as you get to the bottom of the hill.
34,
Okay, that's not that bad.
23.
It's not
No,
that bad. He says
25.
as he comes up
I have, like-
bloody.
I have like 15 hit points left. I'm good.
This
Okay.
is hilarious.
Jim really sighs as you clang,
Clang.
clang, clang.
I get to the bottom. My ink spill out again.
The nerds are out in town.
Yeah, well,
This is what happens.
God damn. walking down the hill, you guys see Merlot carrying this
Brilliant.
big egg.
Oh my!
Is it like Monster Hunter style? Like just a giant egg he's just
It's
like
a
lugging
foot in
around?
diameter. Take your keyboard, imagine the width between the two control keys, and then hold your keyboard vertical, and that is the size of the egg.
So yes,
It's
the
a big
answer is
egg.
yes.
Big ass egg.
Is as big as Lumi.
Kimberly also sees that and pretends he does not know any of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Breezy is, still kind of woozy from falling down the hill. And she just, it takes her a minute, but she stands up
Sure.
and just looks over at Merlot. What's that?
I was hoping you could tell me.
It's an egg.
Oh, nice.
Wait, does it still have the prismatic effect on it, or
It does not.
The
He
wall
pulled
is
it out of the
gone.
wall. Not because you just no, the wall's still there. It's still on the nest. It's just that you guys removed
With
the
a
egg
nest
from the
as
wall.
well. It is an egg. My God.
what does it look like? Now that it's bare, is it just like a brown egg, or?
It's got a blue sheen to it with spots.
This would be a nature roll, I guess.
Yeah, I'm cool with nature.
Yeah.
So it's a 15. This is some kind of harpy egg.
Oh God.
Yeah, Breezy just, she takes a look at it, and then she looks back up at the at the tower and just looks at Merlot. Merlot, you didn't.
Just told a baby. Harpy.
It's not a baby yet, okay?
It's a harpy.
That's true.
That's a harpy egg.
Could be breakfast.
Like, what is with primers wanting to eat everything they see? I mean, next Reese is gonna tell me that's intelligent and we shouldn't eat it.
Well, I mean,
Inspiration for breakfast.
Yeah, Breezy is
What was that?
No, he gets his inspiration for it could be breakfast.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Oh my. It could be breakfast.
Merlot. Why would you take that? Why would you want it?
Well, I thought Deus said that there was something interesting up there, and I figured it could help on our trip.
Well, she saw Deus cast the detect magic. Well, and she looks at the egg, and it's pretty clearly not that magical. She just looks at him and just says, "Well, was there something guarding it?"
Yeah, there was. I think so. I mean, I tried to grab it the first time, it threw me back, but
Here.
Yeah,
I
Dave
couldn't
would
really
stand
pick
up,
up
brush himself
that.
off. There was a
Merlot,
prismatic wall around the
Yeah.
egg. So.
The thing that was impressive was the magic used to guard it, not the egg itself. That's just a harpy egg. Probably her child or something.
Well, I
Maybe
can't go
you should put it back.
now.
What do you mean you can't?
There are rules to stealing, out of character. You can't just unsteal something.
What do you mean?
Ask Cecilia. You can't unsteal things.
So, we
Honestly, if
just
she let it get stolen, she probably isn't going to be a great mother to it.
Oh, and you will be?
I could be. I don't know. Nobody's stolen it from me yet.
Merlot could be a great mother for all we know. We have yet to see.
But Merlot, she's probably gonna find out that it was stolen, and she's gonna immediately know it was probably the 4 strangers that just visited this place for the first time in 5 years or 10 years.
She's a
That was
It's a
like
good
protective
we
thing
have
for
mother.
anyone
any
leaving.
More of those rewinds.
I feel like it's going to get a lot worse if I walk back up though and say like, "Here's your kid back."
Well, can't you just sneak back in and put it where you found it?
Not today. I can only teleport a couple times.
God damn it, Lomi, it's like,
God.
God damn it. Perhaps I can fly in through the window and put it back. You owe me. You owe me
It's as
big.
big as you are.
Clyde, I don't know.
We've already established she's a very buff fairy.
It's true. We have
Wow.
established Buff Lumi. That's
No,
very
no.
valid.
put in a bag or something. I can carry it over the. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Why don't we just go and get the whole party's opinion before we do anything drastic?
No, I think we should just put it back.
You guys actively see that Jim Rowley's ignoring all of you. Like he sees you, he knows you're there, and is still ignoring all of you
Yeah, let me
very
say.
blatantly.
As the bucket of nails
I
gets
can-
fuller.
Let's hope she hasn't gone upstairs yet. Let's put it back as soon as possible. Perhaps one of you can go and distract her while we do this.
I'm just gonna put the egg in my backpack.
Breezy looks very trepidatious up at the hill because she doesn't want to climb it again.
So Merlot puts the harpy egg in his backpack. Awesome.
Are you putting the backpack to hand over the backpack to me so I can take it, or are you putting the backpack to? Oh, no, yeah, it's mine now.
No, it's mine now.
Oh my god. Lumi's just
Don't
like,
name him
well,
Pino.
I have nothing to do with this. she flies off.
Breezy, you should really give that back, Merlot. Like, we're going on a very dangerous trip to Akron. Like, it's gonna break probably.
Do you guys not think that a harpy could be beneficial on our trip?
No, babies generally aren't very useful on dangerous missions. No.
Aren't you like a baby, Breezy?
I'm sick. I am not. I'm 16. She puffs herself up.
That's like you can't even walk in elf years yet.
I can too.
Thank
Oh,
you.
this is great.
If you weren't carrying somebody else's child, I'd show you what.
Deus will just pat Merlot on the back. Like, I think you did a great job.
No, don't pack him in the back. The egg is there.
Not on the back. I know where the ice. So I put the egg there. I just pat him on the back, crack the egg. Well, shit. Oops. No, I'll pat him on the shoulder.
Well, I'll think it over a bit, and then I'll take it up and deal with the consequences if we decide it goes back. Let's see what Tomo and Chimaroli are up to.
Breezy's just gonna shake her head and start heading to Dr. Doji's.
I was like, you know exactly what Jim Rowley's up to because you saw him look at you. It looked like he was like gonna say something, and then he frowned, and then he like shook his head, and then actively ignored all of you.
Oh man, I haven't left this artist way too long. All right. So, as the nerds return to Dr. Doji's, and our friend Jimmerly is at the blacksmith, may I get an athletics check from you, Jimmerly, as you don't currently have the blacksmithing skill?
That's correct. And this is another day of training for me.
Yes, sir. All right, awesome. We'll go ahead and take another success on that.
Very nice.
And then we go to pan through the town as our bugbear friend is researching what might be in the town as far as magic items that would be acquirable. So,
Yeah, he'll just like go up to somebody walking through the street that doesn't look too busy and be like, "Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm new to town." And he kind of like looks up and gestures at the cliffs. And he's like, and what a beautiful town it is. Me and my companions are about to go on a bit of a dangerous trip, and I was wondering if there might be anywhere in town that I could procure some healing potions.
they nod and will gesture to the nearest building where they will walk inside with you. And they have a couple of alchemical supplies here. There's not much. You can see that there's a total of 4 potions on the shelves.
Excuse me, I see the potions on the shelves there. Are those for sale?
The person looks at you. Yes, they're for sale. Oh, yes. What do you have to trade?
Well, I do have gold, as I understand.
I
You
have
guys
no
don't.
use for gold.
Fair enough. Well, what manner of potions are those?
I have 2 big ones, greater ones here, and they're very large for men like you. And I have smaller ones. I have 2 smaller ones for smaller people like me.
Okay.
So these are potions of healing and potions of greater healing.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything like of equivalent worth.
Food?
A left
That's
arm.
true.
Left arm?
Excuse me?
Sorry, Full Metal Alchemist joke. Equivalent
Yeah,
exchange.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have 5 rations. That's not going to be enough in any way, shape, or form.
No. Out of character, I'm going to tell you that there will be supplies eventually, but at this point, you guys should be very much scrounging for whatever you guys are getting.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tom will just kind of be like, he's like patting his coin purse and be like, oh yeah, right. You guys don't go for gold. I don't think I have anything to trade.
Are you going to try steal them?
No, he wouldn't try to steal them.
Okay.
He will just apologize to the shop owner and be like, sorry for wasting your time. And then as he leaves the shop, you'll hear ooh ah of the rolling down the hill, and like just glance up at the wizard tower and see like a bright flash of light come out of the top windows, and Deus falls out of the fucking window. Merlot just appears with an egg and be like, what in Anwa's eyes is going on up there? And he'll just make his way back to Doji's.
Okay. Sweet. So we return to Doji's place, where Dr. Doji and Zalfriora are currently discussing the dangers that you guys might face. And they did not see Merlot coming down the hill with an egg. They did not see why Deuce and Breezy are nearly mortally injured. You guys come in looking like absolute ass and exhausted. Merlot, do you look pleased with yourself?
No, I feel like the talk I did until the talk from our friends, and now it just kind of calmed back to normal in a thinking state.
Okay.
Just lost in thought.
What?
So he's lost in thought. Merlot's lost in thought. Deuce and Breezy are beat up. Luminostra seems normal? Question mark.
She's normal, but she's just
Anxious.
yeah, she's anxious.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be like a pitchforks and torches kind of thing going on soon. So
They look at the 4 of you coming in, followed by Jimmerly, I assume, at some point.
Jimmerly, I don't know how long he'd ignore them after that.
Okay, so he's
Because
Dillendorf.
he saw
Awesome.
all of it. Yeah, he's gonna stay at the blacksmith until someone comes and gets him. To be fair,
Understood.
he feels that something's afoot, and he's pretty sure he doesn't want to be a part of any of it.
Okay.
That makes sense. Lomi, if anybody asks, she can go and fetch you.
Okay.
But if you, he's up to if somebody tells her that.
Sure. And Tomo would return at this point and see this scene as well as Dr. Doji and Zafriora are looking at you guys. Did you have a good day?
Lomi goes, I had a great day. Thanks.
I fought
They
a hill.
both look at each other and don't believe.
And then she points at,
You fell down
I'm
a
not sure
hill.
about the others. And then she just walks into the house.
Yeah, Breezy just shrugs and just says, I fought a hill and lost. And then I fought a moral battle and lost. And then she's gonna go to start pulling out the ink and start scribing into her spell book.
Okay. They look confused and start making dinner. All
Yeah,
right.
do you like some? They're making omelets, by the way.
Yeah, making lunch.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
making
we
lunch.
have a. Oh my god! If you do that, that'll be so hilarious.
Harpy omelet.
That
would be,
I mean, it feeds a lot of people.
Pretty fucked up.
Yep. Um,
Breezy would not eat that. She is not a fairy
Lomi-
eater.
it depends. Lomi flies towards you, Mello, and says, "Look, whispering to you. Look, I can help. I can take it back into the house. I'm able to. I should be able to do it, but you have to decide what you want to do with it as soon as possible. I'm gonna go and look for Jimiroli. When I'm back, I hope you make your mind up."
Okay.
And then Lomi just gets out of the house.
Okay. So, we've got Breezy doing some scribing. Luminostra is left to go collect Jimerly. Deuce, what would you be doing once you've returned to the house?
It's like midday-ish, right?
Yes.
What time is it? Is there a
Yeah, I would say
clothier in
about
the
2
store in the
o'clock, yeah.
town?
We'd say 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Is there like a clothier?
A
or-
clothing shop? Yeah, there's a tailor. Yes.
Yeah, I will go over to that tailor then.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. I need to go to Lumi first.
Are you going to chase Lumi out the door?
No. Yes.
She's
No,
just.
yes.
Oh no,
Okay.
yeah, no, it's fine. That she's still outside, I suppose.
I will go up to Lumi. Lumi,
Yeah, yes.
do you still have the manticore rings that we harvested?
Yes, I do. And then she kind of. They are back at the house. Haven't you not seen it in the corner?
Oh, right.
You would have seen it in the house. As she said, they're in the house in the corner. Tom
Oh,
put
okay, then I
them
must
in
have
the
missed that.
corner.
Then I'll go back. I'm gonna grab the manticore
Yeah.
wings. I'm gonna head to the tailor.
Well, there was a leather work. What did you give? What did you guys give to the leather worker? Didn't you give the wings to the leather worker?
No, I did not.
Right.
No. Merlo, you still have your tail spikes, 11 of them, and you have the manticore hide strips that you collected, and the wings. You have your wings as well, Juice. Those I did not trade them.
They traded the hide, the intact hide.
Yeah, I traded the hide and the tail spikes that I had collected.
Okay.
Okay, I will take the wings then, and I'll go to the tailor
Okay.
first.
Cool. So, as you walk in, the lady is sitting there in a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, knitting. How can I help you today? Welcome.
Yes, hello.
You can smell
and I'll s-
tobacco, and you can see that there's a spittoon next to her.
Oh, she's a dipper. She's dipping.
Yeah.
All right. I'll hobble. I'll awkwardly walk because these things are heavy, and I will
What
ask,
you got there, young man?
Manticore wings.
What'd you bring here?
Would you possibly be able to turn these into a cloak?
Cloak? Probably. Let's see. About your size? Yeah, not a problem. So what do you got to trade?
I will pull out, because this, I don't need this. You don't really need this. I will pull out. I'll pull out the Orb of Time.
Okay. You're gonna give her the Orb of Time?
Put it on the counter, see how she reacts.
She smiles. I'll accept that. And she will get up out of her rocking chair. She's actually fairly nimble. And she will start cutting the membranes out of the manticore wings. And with a long, thick needle, she will sew it together into a very rudimentary cloak. You now have
Okay.
a leather cloak. You have manticore wings.
Leather cloak with manticore wings. Okay.
So you can color it however you'd like, etc. The default
Okay.
is that it is orange.
I'll have it be like a kind of like a leathery brown
Okay,
color.
awesome.
I will just add this to my custom because I plan on doing something with it later.
Sure.
Okay. And I will say thank you very much. I will put it on, put the hood up, and head out.
Great. So, you guys all return back. We have we have Luminostra collecting Jimmerly.
That's correct. Yeah.
He's currently blacksmithing. You fly into the shop, or do you walk?
Yeah. No. She'll knock on the door frame and say good afternoon.
Clang, clang, clang.
Clang. Lumi was like, "Oh, Jim Rowley, how is it going?"
He looks up at you and goes, "How can I help you today, ma'am?"
Food will be ready soon. When you're coming back
What do you mean coming back?
to the house.
Yeah.
Are you not?
Jimmerly's like, she sighs. Do I have to?
No.
Listen.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say I saw a bunch of stuff go down by that hill. But I saw a bunch of stuff go down by that hill.
Lumi sighed. It's just like
And
something suddenly happened down the hill.
Let me tell you, an important lesson of law is plausible deniability.
I
love
I
the
think I
fact
have
you're laughing.
learned-
That's awesome.
Lumi, she nods at that and say, I think I have learned that today. Well, shall I leave you to your smithing then?
I was like, well, what's for dinner though? I am kind of hungry.
Omelette.
Yeah, he's like, his eyes wide for a minute, and then he's like, you see like fear in his eyes, like
He stays there while she's shaking her head.
Actually, then they
And
ponder.
she
He's like,
face palms for a little bit.
that's
I don't know what to
actually
do with them.
that's actually fairly good deniability. Eat the evidence.
Lumi she looks at you. She looks up in the sky. At the ceiling in the shop. I know. Right. I'm gonna keep. I will slowly go back to the house. I'm gonna keep an eye on what is happening. At least.
All right, I guess I'll come home for dinner. Jimroy takes his apron off and.
Is the gentleman, the other guy? I never caught his name. What was his name again? Your master.
Jimroy would remember. I do not.
Yep, one moment. Grabbing blacksmith from Lostmore.
Lost Moru.
I have lots of blacksmiths. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Here he is. Shaitan Kunchako.
Yep. Lumi says hi to him. It's like, and apologizes for stealing Jim Rowley.
Yes.
Hey,
He looks at you. Fine.
I'll probably be back tomorrow.
Mhm.
Do you need any other help in the smithy?
In the mine.
In the mine? Well, I'll come back here tomorrow and have a chat with you, and she'll leave the
Okay.
She will
Guys
leave
will
it in
return
early.
to Dr. Doji's abode.
Indeed.
Omelets are ready.
Yeah.
Greasy?
Dr. Doji, do you have that scroll of locate object?
I do, yes.
Can I see it?
Of course. See. He holds it up in the
And well, yeah, no, I mean, she like holds it out in like a her hands in like a gimme.
Oh, my mistake. He hands it to you.
Uh,
He's actually handed you 4 scrolls.
I only need one.
Are you going to return
Yeah.
the other 3?
Oh yeah, she returns the other 3 to him. And she is going to copy locate object into her book right now. It's a level 2 spell, so that's 100 gold pieces, I believe, to transcribe
Yes,
it.
right.
That's correct.
It'll be 2
So-
hours.
No,
No, it's 4 hours.
for her it is 4 minutes, I believe.
Oh wow, yeah, scribes, very
Yeah,
good.
order of scribe. Let's see. Let me just double check that feature because I want to get this right.
Yes, Tomo, however, Breezy wouldn't do that, and it's an in-character
Yeah, I
thing.
understand.
Sadly, unoptimized for this character.
Let me spend 2 minutes per spell level. So yeah, it's 2nd level. So it takes her 4 minutes. Yeah, she takes a scroll and she's just. It takes her longer to actually put water in on the ink stone and make the ink ready, and then it's just incredibly fast. She writes into her spell book and she already has the spell completely memorized and ready to go into her spell book.
I mean,
So Lumi, Lumi left when Breezy was doing that, and by the time Lumi gets back, Breezy's already done.
I mean, you left. I think you done it by the time Juice went back in to pick up his wing.
Yeah, she's already finished, and she just says, "Thank you for the scroll, Mr. Doji. I appreciate it."
It's Dr. Doji.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Doji.
Yes, thank you. You're welcome, Breezy.
Are you feeling okay? Because that magic took a lot out of you.
I seem to be doing just fine. Why?
No, I just wanted to make sure you're resting up.
I'm quite well rested. I had a good night's sleep last night. I intend to have another good one tonight.
Okay, just making sure.
What are your plans, Breezy?
Well, let's see. There's a couple things I want to prepare, but I mean, I think I'm about as ready to go to Akram.
I hope so. I hope that you are safe along the path.
Maybe there's some sort of anti-vulture spell.
I believe it's called cast iron.
those
Rolly's
vultures.
he's eating the omelet and goes, huh? I expected it to taste a little better. He doesn't know what the egg was. He just knows
Right.
it was a giant egg, and so he does my giant egg means like better taste, you know?
Yeah.
Even though the eggs that are used for your omelets are chicken eggs, yes, the assumption would be there, and it's awesome. I love it.
Where'd you find guys find a chicken that big anyway?
What?
That's what we made that omelet out of, right?
No, these are normal chicken omelets. What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? That's a great omelet. Jim Rowley
Doji
now.
looks at you.
Lumi is doing she's doing the tapping on the head, looking at Jim Rowley's like thinking plausible dying a bit.
That he thought that's what the plan was that they're gonna eat the egg, like you guys stole it or something. We're having liability. So now he's like, "Oh, I'm just worked too hard at the forge today, you know." That's all.
Okay. All right. So, you guys enjoy your late afternoon lunch. You guys want to do anything else today?
Well, I mean, there's kind of the elephant in the room.
I don't see an elephant here.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor.
Oh,
Are these elephant
I know.
omelets?
why
He's
is
a
there a
bugbear.
4
right?
outside of reality? That's a metaphor. It's a 4 outside the storyline. Thank you.
So were you ready to head to Akru? Or
Well, I wouldn't go in the middle of the night. I would make the trip down to the cave as quickly as possible during the day.
okay.
So I'd encourage you to leave tomorrow morning. Right now.
Yeah, I think. I think that's a good idea. We should all get some rest and some quiet time and think about the things we've done and get ready for tomorrow.
No, the day any of you think about the things you've done is the day. Well, I'll be very surprised.
I am kind of sore from falling down that hill.
It was quite comical to watch.
Well, at least someone enjoyed it.
All right. So, anything you guys want to do before going to bed to prep for tomorrow?
Nope.
Breezy is. Oh, let's see. So that's 150 for that. So I'm also going to transcribe that spell, even though I have a 3rd level slot. I just can't cast at 3rd level yet. So that's going to get transcribed, and that's going to take her 6 minutes, and then she's also going to transcribe. All right. I'm just She uses up all her ink that she bought. It's already all gone.
Okay.
Well, we have Deus to buy from now. He's the dealer.
Yeah. Just gonna wheedle Deus for ink.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me just add those spells.
Cool.
Stokers, and that's it for me.
Awesome. Dr. Doji will give Deuce the remaining 3 scrolls
Okay.
because
Blur, blind
he
deafness.
wants you guys to have them available, and Deuce did not ask for them, so we're going to be giving those to Deuce. Awesome. Cool. Well, you guys spend the rest of the night doing your thing and can go to sleep.
Yeah. Lumi
Is there anything
will.
you'd like to do in the sanctum?
She would have wanted to trade with Doji Audios if they could spare 50 golds of the ink. She would give gold for it.
Doji does not have any, but that would be up to you and Deuce. He's currently
Yeah,
AFK.
yeah, he is. So I assume that I haven't had this conversation with him. Lumi will go into she will go into the sanctum tonight. She will stay there for 6 hours.
Okay. As you go into the sanctum tonight, I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh, a perception check. Where's my perception? That's persuasion. There you go. Ugh, I didn't notice anything.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Lumi will go upstairs, have a look at see if the box is still there.
The box is still there.
And she is kind of nodding that still there. She just kind of goes downstairs. She goes towards the crystal, and she doesn't lift the covers, but she kind of stands there in front of it for a little bit, and then she kind of slowly puts her ear towards it, see if she can hear anything.
Okay. You can hear breathing and some scratching on either side.
She doesn't say anything. Just waits a little bit. Contrary to her, she will pull the covers up and tap on the crystal, saying, "Hello."
Oh, hello there, Luminostra. How are you? It's
I am
nice to see you again.
well. I wish I could still. Well, no. It would be nice if I could say the same thing about you. I can't see you. You seem to be able to see me.
Of course. It's an unfortunate situation with this crystal. Jedial would like you to know that they did get your message and will, at their first convenience, send you one in return. It'll appear on the table next to the crystal. Likely tomorrow, should they find the time.
Okay, that is fine.
How are things with your objectives?
My objectives, fine. Collecting a lot of information.
What have you learned?
Well, we have arrived where we were meant to be getting to, and we have arrived. There's been a weird happening. Something strange occurred. I don't know if you noticed. Something related to time repeating itself.
I had noticed that. Just barely, though. Like deja vu. Having seen things before, you understand. Your passive insight allows you to realize that he did not experience it in the same way that you did.
Yeah, I don't. Lumi, she doesn't expect. She wouldn't have expected that he did, having said what,
right,
having told her what he has. She goes, yeah. For me, it was almost an entire day replayed.
Really?
Yes.
Then do me a favor, Luminostra. I know you're good for it. Check into that chronomancer that travels with you. See what he knows about it. It could prove useful to Jedial to know these things. Don't you think?
I do.
So, would you kindly ask Deuce about what he believes that happened? I'd appreciate it, and so would Jedial.
Yeah,
and Jedial's
I will.
fine. Everything's okay.
Yep. No objections.
That doesn't spell. Okay.
Thank you kindly. Please have a wonderful time, Luminostra. By the way, I've left a little friend for you in your chambers.
Friend.
Don't forget to feed it.
Oh. Okay.
And
What kind
in
of?
the corner,
Yeah.
you see some pillows move.
Mm-hmm. Lumi looks at the pillows and just like covering the crystal with the blanket again.
Okay?
Assuming that the conversation is ended, she just
You ended the conversation. That's it.
she did, yeah. She ends the conversation. It's like, hello?
There's no response. The pillows
There's
stop
no
moving.
response. They stop moving. Come out. Let me see you.
The pillows don't move.
She will go towards the pillows, like gingerly, and get close to it. And come on. Who are you?
There's no response.
And she will start moving some of the pillows.
Okay. Underneath the pillows,
Just
you will find a blue cat.
a blue cat. She looks at him. She's like, "Oh, hello there. Who are you?"
Now, out of character, do you want this entity to be able to communicate with you? Or do you want it to be more passive?
Well, it depends. The familiar is a Tressum, right? So it does
Right.
it does talk, but not. It uses telepathy. I think it doesn't actually speak. So
Okay.
only Lumi would be able to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy for him to talk. I think it'll be more interesting.
Okay. Then we will go ahead and go in that direction. As
Sure.
the cat spreads its wings out from under the pillows, it's magnificent for a little tiny kitten.
Yes.
And it looks up at you. Friend?
Brent. Yes. What is your name? She
Gallifrey.
goes, Gallifrey.
I
Oh.
hate you, cat.
Or maybe this is the it's a different Gallifrey, who knows? She how did you get in here? Did
Gift.
Ramassis sent you?
Gift.
Your gift. And she gets on her knees in front of the cat. And she kind of like, you know, when you kind of put your hand out for to let the like a cat kind of smell your hand and let him get close to her, basically.
Why?
Why? Why what?
Hand.
I'm just saying hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are you hungry?
Hungry.
And she goes through her backpack, and the only thing that she has with her is a ration. So she will take one of her rations, break it, and hold it on her hands for him to take.
Gross. But eats.
But he eats it. Okay. What is it that you like to eat?
Meat.
Man flesh.
Man flesh. Why does Gallifrey has to be a devil cat? I don't say that in character.
I
by the
didn't
way.
say man flesh. Generally,
I
said
know.
man flesh.
It's like, and she's like, I am sorry, and we will get something better.
soon.
You can have this for now.
After about
She-
half
Yeah,
a
go for
meal,
it.
the cat turns away from you, tail in the air, but right visible, and goes diving back into the pillows. All that's
Well,
visible is the tail,
Mhm.
like a shark fin, going through your pillows.
Mm-hmm. She, well, you can stay there. If you need anything, just wake me up. I will be in my bed.
Attention.
Attention. Well, would you like to sleep in a bed with me?
Alone.
Alone? And she's wondering, this cat just said that he wants the bed for himself?
Yes.
It's like, there's my bed, I'm sorry.
Fine.
Come on. We have to learn to share.
No.
Hmm.
The cat
you-
is new, and you're going to take some time before it's going to be super friendly to you.
Oh yeah, I agree. No problem. She
All right.
will, she'll, yep. She just gets ready to go to bed and do her stuff.
All right. So,
She would have
you
left
guys
the,
can go to
go
sleep.
for it.
Awesome. And then, because it's fun, I roll a d6. Number 6. Tomo.
Oh yeah.
Tomo, as
Here
you
we
fall
go.
asleep tonight, you have a dream. A dream of being watched from above. Your hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You look upwards and you see the moon. And between the moon and you, there is a tall watchtower. And in the upper window of the tower, a single blue light scans the village you're in, looking for something. You know that someone is in the area. Someone's done something, and the light of justice is searching. The light pans over you, and your heart is not guilty of what it's interrogating you of. As the pauses, it passes on, and a sense of relief washes over you, as death awaited you should it have found you. A sense of peace and calm wash over you, and you begin to fall asleep. You feel your head drift onto the pillow, relaxed at the fact that such a good guardian of this village is watching over you and your people. And as you wake up, you feel a long tendril of something on the back of your neck pulling you. You begin falling. You fall right out of your cot and onto the floor as you wake up in the morning. Nothing's on the back of your neck. You
Okay.
simply rolled out of bed.
Yeah, people just think, well, that was weird.
I wonder what that could have been about.
Who knows?
Plausible deniability.
So, you guys wake up this morning. What would you like to do? Get breakfast?
Snarf.
Snore.
Oh,
Awesome.
I think. Well, shouldn't we head out early? I think that's what we were told to do.
As
yeah,
a question,
we know
are
we
you
do
guys
have to
having
head
coffee?
out. Yeah. No, Breezy's not having coffee because unless we can take the espresso machine with us.
You can take the percolator with you. Would you
Well, I'm
take
already.
the percolator French press?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Jim Morley 100% would.
Okay. So those of you who have been having coffee and did not, those of you who had coffee yesterday and did not this morning will gain a level of exhaustion until you have coffee. Those of you who kicked the habit yesterday do not gain the level of exhaustion. Coffee is bad for you,
Lo-
Eric says.
No,
It is.
I am not a
indeed.
nutritionist. I'm not liable for any nutritional advice.
Jim Morley disagrees with you. Wouldn't bite your ankle for that.
That's valid.
Lumi will go early to the lake, to the
Okay.
river,
Sure.
and the old lady, the lady told her that there were perhaps pearls underneath in the water. Is that right?
That's correct.
She will.
You need some help getting those?
She wouldn't have mentioned it to anybody. She would have just gotten out early in the morning, unless people ask her what she's doing. But you can help if you like. But my idea is that I would have cast Flock of Familiars, summoned 4 octopus, and sent them underwater to go and find.
Okay, that works too. I can breathe under there and swim, but you can do that.
Okay. So you're sending 4 octopi into fresh water.
Yeah.
Freshwater.
I mean, is the octopi the best option? I'm not sure. Probably.
Good squid. Squids will do in freshwater.
Yeah.
Aren't they supposed to be though like a kind of like a construct? Like it's not the actual animal, so they should be okay.
Yeah, they're a spirit. Yeah.
Yeah, they're technically spirits.
Yeah.
All right. So you send them down there. Awesome.
I will search for like 1 hour.
to ask you for stealth checks.
Of course.
As they plop into the water, they don't do anything until you control them.
Oh, really? Okay. Yep.
You have to individually control the familiars.
Okay, sure.
So you have how many?
Would have been 4. Well, I mean, as Gallifrey counts as a familiar for me now.
Did you summon him?
I did not summon him now.
Okay.
Let me double check here, just a second. I'm trying to find it. Yep, found it. Just need to roll the stealth check for the animal.
Okay. Awesome.
My apologies.
All good? A 23 is
That-
what I got. So, in
Yeah.
D&D Beyond, change it so it does not whisper.
Oh,
So-
sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
all
sorry.
good. So you rolled the 23. I cannot possibly detect the octopi,
Mm-hmm.
as you can go and swim down towards the giant clams at the bottom.
Yeah, the octopi would try to. It's like if they can. Are they very large or
They're
could they?
octopus, just regular size.
They-
The clams themselves are, dinner plate size.
Would they be able to
Big clam.
bring them up, or
No.
bring? No,
They're not going to be able
they
to
couldn't.
tear them off the bottom.
Yeah, and I take it they wouldn't be able to open them either.
No, but can see that they exist down there.
Yeah, Lumi will.
We can technically attack, but it's a familiar, so it's going to take a while.
Yeah, I know they won't do it. She, having found some, she will take note of it and just dispel this, unsummon all of these guys
Okay.
and go back to the house. I
Yeah.
think. Anyway.
Can I get a perception check from the octopi before
Of
you
course.
dispel them.
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
change. I don't know
You
how to
didn't see
change the
anything
thing.
else, so no.
Yeah.
The way you do it is on the monster sheet. If you click on the red die that has a white bee, click on there, and when it says Whisper Rolls, set to Never Whisper.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I'll do it later.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you've done some research into where to potentially get pearls. You've prepped. Are you guys ready to leave, or is there something you'd like to do this morning?
We're always gonna
I'm
have the
good to leave.
blacksmith and be like, "Let me know." Unless we're leaving right now, I'm gonna go entertain myself.
No, I think we're ready to go.
Okay, well then I
I
won't.
mean, we've all had a long rest to think about what we're gonna do, and I think we're all ready to go. Unless anyone has something they wanna fess up to and do before we leave.
I don't want to hear
Guilt trip
about
engaged.
it. The moment you say that, Jim really walks out the door.
Okay.
Yep. Say I follow.
He wants something to do with it.
So, last check. Are you guys leaving Lostmore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I don't hear any opposition. So you guys will leave Lostmore and go down the ravine. Awesome. As you guys make your way, you're able to follow the side of the river fairly unhinderedly. There's a nice little walkway through here. You can tell that at some points this river rises and forms a flood stage that eats away at the ravine, and that's how this was formed. It's been a very long time, and there's grass and rocks on either side. The rocks have moss on them, and there's some debris, some shells, and some old fish bones that are here and there, but nothing of real note. You're able to walk for several hours. Is there anything you guys want to do while walking? Picking your way along the river's edge.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and we will be adding trinkets to the next loot pile from both Omega Suspect and Casimir, as I suspect they synchronized themselves.
Another one
No,
Damn,
no.
Oh no,
we
we're gonna
we
add
would never do
3
such a
loot
thing.
items.
This is only my second one on this campaign.
Right. So,
You guys
for
are all
your-
gonna find eggs.
Which is fun that you say that, because as you're walking along up on either side of the ravine, you can see the vultures that were discussed. So, what would you guys like to do? As you were warned about these vultures being territorial.
Avoid them.
All right, let's see how you would do so. As you don't see a way to easily cross the river.
Where are we? I can't find ourselves.
You're at the top left
Oh, we're at the
corner.
top. The top left corner. Thank you.
And for the record, thank you for notifying me you were doing the loot things, because I do have them prepared.
Of course.
figured, yeah.
Well,
I did
I'm
have to
gonna
go and
say-
write some lore for you guys because I had to get these items ready for you. But I think it's awesome that we have 3 loot items coming in. It's gonna be great.
If you guys
okay.
want, I can keep us at a view of them all the way down. Or you guys are running away. That's okay.
No, well, no. I was just looking to see if I could find a way that was like a narrow part. She turns it. Well, how would you do that?
Well, here I'll move in the middle. Lumi, if you want to step closer to me, and Tomo come up as well.
Hmm.
And then once Tomo does, I will Cast my channel divinity. So in a 20-foot cloud around us, it's fog that people can't see into, but if you're within 5 feet of me, you can see through it.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
So then as long as we kind of just move and you guys are within 5 feet of me, you guys can see fine.
All right, so it's within 20 feet of you. Awesome. You guys just have to stand right next to him.
Yes.
So yeah, as long as we move close by, we can theoretically walk without them seeing us at all.
Or they will see smoke.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that, I mean, they'll see like a 20-foot radius of smoke, but or fog, but it's
Mhm.
supposed to be kind of like fog you would see off the water, and there's a river nearby, so I don't suspect it'll be that eye-catching.
On the water.
I love it.
Okay. I don't know what the easiest way is then for Eric, like if we were gonna keep walking, but
That's up to you
then
guys.
staying within
I'm
5
going
feet.
to let you guys figure out what you want to do.
Well, it looks like
Okay.
we have to cross. Just Breezy will point out to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll point out right here, like, I think that's the easiest place to cross. And I think I can do something. Hold on. Shape water. Where is it? Stupid spells. Here we go. It's probably because the update hasn't happened yet. It won't display in VTT. Okay, instant change the flow of water as you direct up to 5 feet in any direction.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably not enough.
No.
How? Yeah. How deep is the water?
You'd have to go over and check it out.
Okay, so can we? Because I'm not gonna grab my token and run off like that because that means I'm exiting the fog.
We can move
Can we
you guys
just
together
yeah?
if you'd like me to
All
move
of
you.
us move
Okay.
down.
Just
Yeah.
Merlot,
Yeah,
tell
that's-
me where we're moving.
Which part did you point to, Breezy? If you pinged it, I didn't.
She was
see it.
she was pointing to that narrow part right
Okay.
there.
Yeah, can you move us down there then?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's somewhere down there.
Okay.
Like so?
Yep, that looks good.
Okay. As you guys get there, can I get you guys to roll perception checks?
Oh, hey, I rolled pretty good.
Perception.
Wow, guys. All right. So they cannot see you at the moment, but in the water, you see that there are shapes writhing, looking and hunting for fish. They appear to be long snakes attached to the bottom of the river.
That's not good.
Hey.
I
So
will
if we
go
can
ahead and
see
show
that,
you-
can we see like how deep it is? I guess then.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet deep.
Okay.
The shapes appear to be two masses of snakes, about 15 feet in each circle. They look like this.
Oof.
Wow, what are those things?
You can roll
The
a
birds-
nature check.
The
DC is
birds
an
do like
18.
to eat things from the river.
All right. Here you go, Breezy. Breezy. Merlot. Here you go. And you can see why I'm not showing the art that was included with the monster.
Yeah.
using alternate art for the tokens.
Very nice.
Well, if you guys want, should we just try and make the jump?
Well, hold on. Are they those like are there? Can we see more down the like? Are they just coating the bottom of the river? Like, is there
Yeah,
more of
they
these
are.
things?
Yeah.
Híjole. Okay.
I
Oh,
love
dear.
that so much.
Hmm.
You're going to have to at least figure out a way across somehow, or you could try to defeat them or run them off. Various things.
Well,
You were warned that the river had some treacherous
Yeah.
stuff in it.
oh yeah, no, she's trying to think of a way to do this without risking their lives too badly.
Right
she
now,
is going to
you
try.
are benefiting from the fog cloud because they cannot detect through the fog cloud. We can't see. So
Lumi
that's the only reason
whispers
they haven't
and
attacked yet.
she asks if these snakes whether they can move or not.
Oh yeah, they can move.
I wonder.
Yeah,
I could.
They can move just as fast as anyone else. Well, so let's see. I think I might be able to freeze the water, and we can run across it real fast.
Okay, we can try that. Or, how do you determine jump like distance again, Eric?
You can either
It's a
jump.
calculation.
It's the calculation. It's based off of your strength score, and it's then modified by your athletics check.
Yeah,
That's a pretty gnarly jump. You have to be
I can-
really strong to make
I
that.
can tell you the
I
jump
think-
if you
well,
want.
there's land here to here, so that's 15.
Didn't Jim get vortex warp?
The running high jump is your deck 3 plus your strength modifier.
Running long jump is what they're looking for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Running long jump is strength divided by 2, rounded down.
Now, I am going to, because your characters are very intelligent, at least a couple of them are, down at the bottom end here, there is a gap that is only a 15-foot jump.
Oh yeah. Oh, so wait, that's not underwater right there.
Nope, you can actually jump from here to there.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Well, I guess it's also less water to freeze. So I guess we can go down there.
that's up to you
Okay.
guys to figure out.
And I think there's another monster probably around here somewhere. But yeah, I mean that's if it's easier to cross there, if it's narrower, that'd be the place to do it. Also, these
Yeah.
banks look kind of steep.
They are.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Do you mind moving us down there then, Eric?
Sure, we can do that. Grabbing correct mouse because I have stuff. Let me move you guys over to the
All right. Breezy, do you want to try and freeze it, or should we just all try and run in?
Oh, I can't
Jump.
make. There's no way she could make that jump.
How?
Yeah, it's because you said it was from here to here.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way she could do that. But she
How far
is
can
going.
you throw someone?
Depends on how
Awesome.
strong you are.
Well, okay. That I guess is it like a similar? Is it like athletics plus anything or times anything or?
If you can carry them, you can try to throw them, and it's thrown equal to your athletics score. So whenever you throw that.
Oh, like a roll of the athletics, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Then I can just toss you guys across, or if somebody else wants to, even.
I
Or I guess, like Lumi could just fly, but
I can turn 2 of us invisible.
I'm pretty confident I could make the jump.
Well, okay.
Well,
so
either way, like we
if-
have a
if we-
problem.
Well, yeah. If we exit the fog cloud, we're going to.
Exactly.
But Lumi, you do that darkness spell. Can't you cast that darkness spell on the other bank and then?
You're sure you're okay leaping into darkness?
Oh, well, I mean,
Well-
it's kind of embarrassing. I'm not going to be leaping. I'm pretty sure Tomo's going to throw me. Actually, I think Jim would actually be really good at throwing me too, because I think his athletic strength is like the highest of the party.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, in that
I-
case, if I moved over there, you guys would still be in it. You wouldn't be able to see, but like you would be shrouded until I got next to you.
Yeah, and jumping into something you can't see is going to give you disadvantage.
Mhm.
Well, just let's see. There's the birds. What's their? Because they're up on the cliffs, right?
Correct.
They're like way up high.
Yes, sir.
You can just cast the darkness in the air because like this is a three-dimensional map. Like it would be above us and blocking their line of sight to this little patch of land.
No, remember,
Uh,
her darkness isn't darkness unless she casts darkness. What she's been doing is the shadows, which just dim light.
I do have
That's-
darkness as the
that's
spell,
available.
but I also have dancing darkness,
Dancing
which is something
shadows is
different.
just, yeah.
I can cast darkness, the proper.
So yeah, it'd make a giant orb of darkness in the air, because these guys are up on the cliffs, so their angle they wouldn't be able to see, but because we're below, we'd be able to still see fine. Alternatively, I can't draw a bridge because with my pigments.
That's a good thought, though.
I think like we would be okay though, because like if Jim really wanted to throw Deus and Breezy and Lumi could fly across, and the rest of us three can make the jump.
I could
Yeah,
draw
I
could
can
draw a
just-
catapult.
I mean, the problem is I can't see him. Otherwise, I can just pull him across.
For the record, catapults cost much more than 5 gold.
I
Wait,
can
what do you-
I can draw
mean?
pieces of wood and assemble a catapult.
Jim, really, what do you mean you can't see him?
I'm saying it with your
You can see through it.
only 5 feet. So the problem is
No.
I go,
It's you. See, if you're within 5 feet of me, you see through it all. Normal.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Also, the thing is, the only person that would need to get thrown is Breezy because Deus can just teleport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then that.
Yeah, he can Misty Step, so he could just teleport to the other side.
I'm starting to like this plan less and less.
Someone just pick Breezy up and throw her
Well, I'll
before
just,
she changes her mind.
I can just, I guess it's like tossing her, but I can magically toss her.
Well, yeah. So just, Lumi, just put the darkness up in the air at a point in the air, so to give us some cover, so they don't start swooping down on us as soon as we exit the fog, and then everyone will get over their various ways.
I like it.
Okay. Where exactly do you want me to put it?
Well, like it's up in the air because this is a two-dimensional map. It's not going to be very
Mm-hmm.
of
Just say point, and then we.
Yeah,
can
just
say
like
the between
probably like right here, like right here-ish. I'm guessing.
Okay.
I think this bird might be able to see us,
Yep.
but it should block the other birds.
it would have been here. This.
Like yeah, up in the air.
Okay.
Because as long as those birds are up high, they won't be able to see us. If they're a little lower, they might have an angle to see us. But I think that should cover it.
Yeah, 20
Okay,
foot
yeah.
circle would be. 20 foot circle would
I
be
mean-
like so.
Like and
Yeah,
do
that-
that like 30 feet up in the air above us, so that gives us 10 feet of room to see where we're going.
Sure, it's just exceedingly dark underneath there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's a shadow. But yeah,
Oh, I cast Doom and Gloom.
Okay.
A ball of darkness appears.
Awesome.
all right. Well, if you're gonna teleport, now's the time to do it.
So
Yeah,
I
see that? Is that that's above, right, Eric?
Yes, that is up in the air. It is casting shadow on the ground, but a black hole essentially is currently floating in the air.
You ready, Breezy?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. Jim Roy will cast Vortex Warp on Breezy.
Wee!
And
resist?
No.
Okay, where are we vortex
Just walk-
warping her to?
That's probably like right into this like. Hold on. Let's see. Like we'll go with like right here.
Okay,
Yeah,
on the ground, I
As
assume.
long.
Jim right here and Breezy right here.
She's like, over there. Ah! You do not end up where you expected. All right, so Breezy is across.
Yeah.
And then I think Deo said that we could teleport him, but he's AFK.
He
Okay.
teleported himself.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has
I just meant we could like move his character too.
Cool. He will teleport across, no problem. Standing next to Breezy.
Jim Roy will jump across once we move forward.
Okay.
Lumi
And-
will. She will misty step into the darkness.
Okay.
So she's above, inside the darkness.
Okay.
That would have been. She would have appeared here, but she's inside the darkness, and she kind of
Understood.
moves.
I need to have Merlot walk close enough to the edge so
I'll walk when like I can't move their characters, but them staying within 5 feet of me
Sure.
as well, down to like, I guess here.
See,
so they
here's the
can-
fun part. You can. You just have to be careful of how you do it. You just don't move your full movement. You let them move around you, like you would have to do
Yeah.
if they were within 5 feet of you.
Yep.
Yeah, if you've ever done the camp game where they tie a rope around, you can have a rope ring and everyone has to stay inside the ring and walk. Rope races suck.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you're doing.
Cool. So I guess Jim Rowley would be down like here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jim, really, you gonna go with?
Yeah, give me one sec. Jim Rowley is gonna be like right here,
Okay. Cool.
and then Jim Rowley is gonna hop, leap, and jump. Actually, I'll probably walk right here, and I'll just hop over to here and walk my way up.
Okay. As you make it to this space here, I am going to roll my perception check. Can I get your stealth check, sir?
Yeah, give me one sec. Hold on, I can jump. No, I can jump straight to here, actually.
Okay. But you will go through that open space right there.
Yes, I will be hopped.
There's a chance that I can reach you.
All right. So right now I'm going to be in midair.
Yes, sir.
Air dwarf.
saying there's a
got you, Jimmy.
chance.
So my perception
Aaron-
check will be a 10.
Well, I have disadvantage. I'm wearing plate mail, so let's see how this goes.
As you leap through the air, the tail of one of these entities reaches up with a pincer and tries to grab you out of the air, sir. A 14 misses you. You land safely.
It slaps my armor. Ugh.
Okay.
Tomo.
Watch out for the slapping
For the
things,
record,
guys.
Just
Yeah.
because I have to say it, it was this one that tried. The other one over here has not used its reaction yet.
Someone's going to use a key point to do step of the wind to double his jump distance. And
Awesome. Cool.
30 feet over to here.
Awesome. You will also break that visible area for just a moment. The tail lashes out, try to get you. If I can roll my perception check, please roll your stealth. My perception is a 12. You sneakily do so. I do not get my opportunity attack. Merlot,
Yep.
how are you getting
Okay.
across?
I'm just gonna Blessing of Imkale teleport,
Okay. Awesome.
and then I guess I will come around here, and I assume Jim Rowley will get within 5 feet again, and then we can keep
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah, we can
Cool.
keep walking.
Awesome.
Yep.
You guys will avoid entering
Come on.
combat as you
We're so
head down the
smart.
ravine. You guys did very smart there. Awesome.
Very
Good
nice
taking
use of
him.
the channel
And-
divinity.
And then after, as we're leaving, we notice that each of those hydras was sitting on a giant pile of gold.
I
I mean,
didn't say
gold.
that.
Is,
yeah,
And
I'm just kidding.
I also did
That's
not
where
say
the
that.
3 loot trinkets are.
This is-
No,
Yeah.
I have placed them in a place where you guys will gain access to them.
That wasn't so bad. That was fun. This is an adventure.
Look at
So
us.
you want me to keep launching you? Is that what you want to say?
I mean, I didn't know you could do that. That's an interesting piece of magic.
Yeah, I just kind of after getting lost more and I started blacksmithing. It kind of came to me while I was working the hammer. I'm not entirely sure how or why, but it did.
Well, you know, she could. Can I roll an Arcana check
Sure.
to analyze the magic he used,
Of course.
or just didn't do that good?
What level is Vortex Warp?
It's 2.
Yeah, you would recognize Vortex Warp.
Well, it's less about the spell than how he's casting it.
Oh,
She's gonna look at so she's gonna look at him and just be like, Jimmy, do you know who your parents were?
I mean, I remember there being a couple of dwarves.
Or
The-
like, or their parents were, or their
Uh,
parents?
I didn't get to live at home very long. I have very vague memories of any of that.
No, it's just, I was just wondering if you have some sort of bloodline.
Yeah, dwarven bloodline. Can't you see
Well,
I'm
like-
a dwarf?
Like a magical bloodline, like Zalfiora.
I don't know. We can draw a line with my blood and we can find out.
I mean, that's probably maybe sometime later, but it's just how you're casting magic is just. I was just curious.
It comes from the soul.
Yeah, she just says, "Oh, okay." She's not gonna like make a big deal out of it. She's just curious.
Definitely, it does come from the soul with him. He is a divine soul sorcerer, so it comes from the soul.
Okay.
That's all he says. You can tell he has no idea at all.
Yeah. Yeah, you just do it. Like, yeah.
sweet. So as you guys make your way down the ravine, that's where we're going to end for today, because I do not have time to get you through the next encounter. But I hope you guys are enjoying the lore. You guys did your shopping episode and are on the next leg as you go looking for the bounding shards to help get a sky island floating. As always, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I'll raise this idea once we actually get the bounding shards.
Sure.
We haven't actually read the ritual, the magic. We know how to do it, but we haven't actually read like what the spell is. But like, is it possible? Like, hey, maybe it doesn't have to be a giant rock. Like, maybe it could be like, I don't know, something boat shaped. Like, does it have to be a piece of earth? If you make a boat out of metal, does that count as earth? Could you Sky Island a boat? Who knows?
I know.
Make our own little airship.
Eric knows.
We'll figure that out
Yeah.
in the not too distant future. It'll be fun.